Okay, I am back. I had to get a brownie, and it's a cosmic brownie. And yeah, because I haven't eaten actually all day. All right. I didn't even finish, but it's right there. But yeah, okay, so it's 0-0. We're heading to the top of the third inning. Haven't missed much. There's been no hits. So yes, you have as many hits as these two teams here today. Do it for the Pirates is Gonzalez, York, and Davis. So, yeah, again, you haven't really missed much. Starting lineups, Cruz, Triolo, Reynolds, Horwitz, McCutcheon, Pham, Gonzalez, York, and Davis. Starting pitcher, of course, is Paul Skenes. For the Reds, Friedel, Marte, Lux, Steer, Dela Cruz, Stewart, Stevenson, Benson, and McLean, and Hunter Green on the mound. So, again, a really good pitching matchup. That's probably why they have only... there's no hits. All right, so this is Nick Gonzalez, batting .264, OPS of 670, 5 homers and 28 RBIs. Number 8, thank you. Thank you, Giants fan, for stopping on in. And we got a delay double header here today. So hopefully it's a success. As Green kicks and deals, that's going to be in there for a called strike. I really don't like to eat on stream. I know it's kind of gross, but I want to do it. So 0-1 counts as Green fires. That's in there for a called strike, and it's 0-2. And hey, again, how's it going, Giants fan? Thank you again for your support. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. Battle of Aces. Yeah, no, we got a good one. We got a great one here tonight. Had a great one just a few moments ago. Again, Padres and the Brewers. Pretty good game. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be cut on, and once again, that's going foul. So 0-2 count to Nick Gonzalez. And we haven't really missed much. I know I missed the first 2 innings, obviously, but no hits. No nothing. As Green delivers, that is outside, and it's 1-2. Green delivers the 1-2, and that's going to be low, and it's 2-2. Trying to cover my mouth. What type of operation is this guy's eating while he's calling a game? What a bum. 2-2 count. Green kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled off the catcher's mask. And it's still 2-2. Again, for the Reds, they lost last night. Kind of a shocker. Again, the Pirates really just struggle against the Reds, especially in Cincinnati. So that came as a shock. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be yanked to left, and that's going to drop. That is fair. Gonzalez rounding first, heading for second, and he's going to cruise into there with a no-out double. Leadoff double there for Nick Gonzalez, Speedy Gonzalez. Very good stuff for the Pirates. Trying to play spoiler pretty much. That'll bring up Nick York. Batting .241, OPS of 621, homer and 7 RBIs on the season. Runner on at second, nobody out. Green looks back, kicks and deals. That's in there for a called strike. That was my last piece, I swear. Green sets, looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. So very quickly, 0-2 to Nick York. Kind of don't really know. I don't know if there's, I know there's Pirates fans here, but what are your opinions on Nick York? Do you think he's a guy that's for real for the future, or not really? 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's a grounder to first. Oh, what a pick there by the first baseman. I believe that's Steer over there, as Gonzalez moves to third. That was good stuff, though. Greg Brown and I don't know who the other guy is, but Greg Brown's definitely praising him for that. Let's go bring up Henry Davis. Of course, he has struggled, Yeah, he struggled at the plate, but very good defensively. Batting 163, OPS of 500, 6 homers, 20 RBIs. The infield is in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. And Davis has just struggled so much at the plate. He's regressed. Last 30 games in OPS, 435, as that's going to be cut on and fouled back. And it's 0-2. Oh and 2 count to Henry Davis. Runner on third, one out here in the top of the third. As Green will come to a set. Kicks and deals. Check the swing. Did he go? He did. He struck him out. Davis couldn't lay off. With 2 away and a runner on third, that'll bring up O'Neal Cruz. Leading off today, batting 203, OPS of 686, 20 homers and 61 RBIs. As Green will set, rocks and fires. That is inside, and it's ball one. 1-0 count to Cruz. I know he let off a lot earlier in the season. It's interesting to see him back in that spot. I don't know if I like that, but it is what it is. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be in there for a called strike 100 on the radar gun. 1-1 count to O'Neal Cruz. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I know I started a little bit late, but here we are. You haven't missed much at all. 1-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two, a big swing. That one was well below the zone. 1-2 counts to O'Neal Cruz as the Reds fans get loud. Again, they have a lot on the line. They need a win. They need to get some wins. They can't be losing to the Pirates. Green will set. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 101 on the gun. Blew it right past him. The leadoff double leads to nothing. We head to the bottom of the third. It's 0-0 in Cincinnati, and Greg Brown hasn't said a word. Interesting. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, this is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you are a football fan, a baseball fan, this is what I do. And it's been mostly Pirates. Of course, their season is coming to an end, and my last Pirates game will be tomorrow for me, it's the morning. For you guys, probably the afternoon. 12:35 Eastern Standard Time. 11:35 Central. That's where I am, of course. But yeah, that's where I'll be. I'll be covering that one tomorrow. My final Pirates game. I do know a guy that's covering the Pirates game on Friday, so if you guys want to listen to that, I can do that. He's a Braves guy, Pirates Braves. But yeah. Of course, if you're a Reds fan, hey, don't be a stranger. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Again, there's a chance you could be a Bengals fan or a fan of other things, or just a sports fan in general. And definitely subscribe. We got some Reds fans as well. Again, Christopher Leclerc, he's a Reds fan, but he's always here. So again, appreciate you, Christopher. Let's go Bucks. Kylie, how's it going? Sorry I'm late, but hey, we got you. We got you some Pirates baseball. Again, my final Pirates game of the season tomorrow. It's going to be sad. I know it shouldn't be sad. I'm actually a little bit sad about it. It's been fun doing it, but they just couldn't win. Stevenson's batting .223, OPS of 717, 12 homers and 48 RBIs on the season. Only one hit in this game. That's Nick Gonzalez. As we're just waiting to resume this one. All right, there we go. Skenes on the mound. Trying to keep the Pirates in it. That's all we can ask. As Skenes rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. 97 on the fastball. I don't know if that's been happening as of late. To be honest, I've seen kind of a dip in his velocity. Haven't really seen a lot of in the hundreds, to be honest with you, lately. 0-1 count. Skenes delivers. That's going to be just outside, and it's wait. I'm confused. It says it's 0-2. Okay, yeah, it's 1-1. All right, 1-1 count. Skenes delivers. That's going to be hit to short, and that's going to get past Gonzalez for a base hit. Pham is there to throw it in, and look at that. Stevenson gets the first hit of the game for the Reds. Will Benson coming to the plate, batting .225, OPS of .711. 12 homers and 41 RBIs. You're also a Phillies fan and a Giants fan. There we go. Phillies will definitely go to the playoffs. Giants, not so much. As Skenes will set. Rocks and fires. That's going to be yanked to right. And that is caught by Reynolds, making a nice run for out number 1. A lot of Reds fans there, by the way, folks. The Reds have packed out the stadium. Again, they are definitely still in the playoff race, so those fans want to see it. They'll be, of course, happy to beat their divisional rival, but, you know, a win means, hey, we're still in it. This is Matt McLean. Here's the pitch. That is upstairs for ball 1. McLean batting .222, OPS of .651, 15 homers and 49 RBIs. As Skenes looks over, he sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. And it's 1-1. One and 1 count. Skenes will set and deliver. That's in there for a called strike. And it's 1-2. Pirates just playing spoiler. Reds, of course, going to be looking at that Cubs and Mets scoreboard. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left center. Pham and Cruz on the run. Cruz makes the catch, almost colliding. Oh, man, and he's going to have to go back to first. That was dangerous. All right, 2 away for the Reds. I mean, he gave it a good ride. TJ Friedl is 0 for 1. He's batting .257, OPS of .730, 13 homers, 50 RBIs. That will be the show. The Giants, Reds, and Phillies won their division. Oh, geez. Well, only one in real life is going to do that, as that's going to be low for ball 1. Again, Friedl, a Pennsylvanian, usually does well against the Pirates. Skenes will look over at first, and he will set. Kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up. Davis makes a jog over for it, but that is going out of play, and that's a souvenir. If you're just tuning in, you haven't missed much, folks. 1 hit apiece. It's a pitcher's duel. Skenes versus Green. Again, a great pair of pitchers. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Grounder to second. York sliding, throws to first. Oh, it's way off target. Horwitz, though, with, a good play to get off the bag and just keep it in front. But that was very doable. So that should be an error if I had to guess. I'm going to say it's a single, really. What the heck? Okay, well, apparently it's a hit. That'll bring up Noel V. Marte. He's batting .268, OPS of .765, 13 homers, 49 RBIs. Skenes will set. Rocks and fires. That is inside, and it's 1-0. Reds fans getting a little bit louder. They like what they're seeing from from the Reds. Skenes sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That's going to be chopped and that's going foul, and it's 1-1. 1-1 count to Noel V. Marte, who's 0 for 1 on the day. Again, the Pirates just trying to play spoiler. Skenes sets. And delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike at the knees. 98 on the gun. Did catch the zone. Skenes will step off. And it's just it's cool to see Skenes just loves Davis. I don't know, they seem to be in sync for the most part. And hopefully Davis can just get a bat and then we're good. We're good at the catcher spot. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is 4 strikeouts for Skenes. As we head to the top of the fourth at 0-0 here in Cincinnati. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, it's a growing channel, folks. And, of course, plenty of baseball on, and especially if you're a Pirates fan. Like, what are you doing? I've been here the whole season, and you haven't subscribed yet. I don't know what you're doing over there. Just say, you don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. But yeah, that'd be a bummer if you haven't subbed yet. And, of course, for the Reds fans, again, you could be a Bengals fan or whatnot. Definitely subscribe. Again, we do a lot of football as well on the channel. I cover every Steelers game, so I can assure you I'll be seeing the Bengals at least twice for sure. So, yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel. Of course, again, thank you to all the donors and the members. I appreciate you guys. Of course, Coffee Beans and Eduardo Hernandez are the scoreboard sponsors. So, again, thank you very much for your support. So, let's check out what's happening across Major League Baseball as the Rays lead the Orioles 3-0. The Marlins lead the Phillies 1-0. Let's see here. The Tigers and the Indians are tied at 0 apiece. The White Sox and the Yankees tied at 0 apiece. The Yankees have bases loaded, nobody out, so that one's probably over already. The Red Sox leading 3-0 over the Blue Jays. Final scores from earlier. The Nationals defeating the Braves 4-3. In the game we covered prior to this one, Brewers over the Padres 3-1 in that one. Due up for the Pirates will be Triolo, Reynolds, and Horwitz. Man, again, I'm not going to be saying these names for a while. Man, I am genuinely sad. I'm not even lying. They're bad, but they're my Pirates, you know. All right, Green will set and is still in the warm-up because I had no idea what camera angle that was. Okay. But, yeah, Green, by the way, has 5 strikeouts as well. So, again, these pitchers are just dealing tonight. So, Antriello batting .232, OPS of .687, 7 homers, and 24 RBIs on the season. And they're showing Hannah. Oh, man. You guys know how much I love Hannah. As Green delivers, checked his swing. Did he go? He did. 0-1. This was a breaking ball outside the zone. 0-1 count as Green rocks and fires. That's going to be popped up. Third baseman making his way under it and will make the catch. For round number 1, that is Stewart with the catch. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds. Got his OPS above 700, so that's pretty good. Would have been nice if it was 750, but you know what? It is what it is. We'll take it after his start of the season. Here's the pitch. That is upstairs, but it's called a strike. It's batting .242, OPS of 715, 16 homers, and 73 RBIs. As Green rocks and fires. That is upstairs, and it's 1-1. There are questions, hey, is this the best we've seen from Reynolds, or, last year or whatnot? Is he washed? I think it was just a rough year for everybody. I think he'll be back and have better numbers next year. Here's the 1-1. That is upstairs, and it's 2-1. So 2-1 to Bryan Reynolds. Green kicks and deals. That's going to be in there, but not called a strike. So it's 3-1. So maybe a makeup call from the first pitch of the at-bat. 3-1 counts. Green rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 99 on the fastball. Again, he's got some heat. 3-2. Green kicks and deals. That is outside for ball 4. He walked. So good stuff by Bryan Reynolds. That'll bring up Spencer Horwitz. Got a little bit better again. A lot of players ended up playing a little bit better as the season went along. He's batting .256, OPS of 736, 9 homers, and 44 RBIs on the season. 0 for 1 today as Green kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. Like I said, a pretty good-sized crowd there in Cincinnati. Again, they have some stuff to play for here. They could make a run. They could. Green will set. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get down the right field line for a base hit. And Reynolds is going to home. The throw is going to be cut off. He's going to third, and Horwitz is out. It's an RBI double regardless, and the Pirates have taken an early lead. Again, Horwitz was tagged out at third, but hey, we'll take it. Reynolds again, not as fast as he was. I mean, he was pretty fast back in his prime, but he can still move. McCutchen coming up to the plate, batting .240, OPS of 706, 13 homers and 57 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt, and it's actually a passed ball, and it's a 1-0. Horwitz just not that fast. It doesn't even look like he's sprinting, to be honest with you. He's trying. He's just not fast. A 1-0 count to McCutchen. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low, and it's 2-0. Trying to save a little hope for next year, but if they keep Cherington, it will go in the trash can. Yeah. The problem is, it starts up top. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be half-heartedly swung at, and that is a strike. 2-1. Yeah, again, I don't know. I don't know what guy am I? What were we looking at for the GM? As that's going to be in there for a called strike at the knees. Pittsburgh score home runs. Home runs say, well, that hasn't really happened much, Kylie, this year, but I'll definitely take a double, an RBI double. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be in the dirt, and it's 3-2. 3-2 count to Andrew McCutchen. Pirates legend. Green rocks and fires. That's going to be yanked to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Stumbled my words. My bad, guys. What am I doing? What am I talking about? I guess I did just call a game, but still, no excuse. So McCutchen keeping things alive. I wonder if Horwitz just would have stayed at second. There's the pass ball, and then of course McCutchen. Of course, things would have been a little bit different. Green would have been pitching from the stretch and everything like that. So would have been a different at bat, but yeah, it is what it is. Tommy Pham coming to the plate. He walked earlier. He's batting .243, OPS of 691, 9 homers and 50 RBIs. Pham has struggled. He turned it around, but seemingly out of nowhere, just kind of hit a wall. Last 30 games, even with all the struggling, still an OPS of 694, which or 674, which isn't great, but for the Pirates, it's like it's hitting par for the course there. Green delivers. That's going to be low. And it's 1-0. So McCutcheon on that hit ties Tommy Corcoran for 167th on the all-time hit list. He can move into sole possession tomorrow. Here's it's going to be outside, and it's 2-0. Did he go? Oh, he went, apparently. Pham has a confused look on his face. 1-1 count. Here's you're doing Tampa Bay at Baltimore. Well, tell you what, I hate to push away people. I don't want to push away at all. But, if you want to listen to the game, I can recommend you a guy who's doing that. As here's the 1-1. That's going to be popped up. And that's going 1-2. He does a great job. It's Orioles bird watcher. He obviously is an Orioles fan. But no, hey, just tell him the doctor sent you. And, no, he does a great job. He does a great job. Big Orioles fan. I don't know if he probably won't be unbiased. As here's the 1-2. Check the swing. Did he go? He did not. 2-2. But yeah, Orioles bird watcher. Let me go ahead and actually send you over there again. I'll give you the link to his channel. But yeah, tell him the doctor sent you. He might like that. He might like that. It's the 2-2. That's going to be hit, and that's going to go foul. Of course, explain that you're not an Orioles fan as well. You're a Rays fan or whatnot, whatever. I think you said you're a Rays fan. Pirates, yeah, help the Mets. Yeah, I know there's a lot of stuff here. Again, that's part of. Also, I'm a Pirates fan, but I've covered this game for a lot of reasons. 2-2 count. Green sets, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Green again, another strikeout, as he has just been so good. But the Pirates do score one there. We head to the bottom of the fourth. The Pirates leading 1-0. You doing a game after this? No, I am not. This is my last game of the day. Doubleheader. A delayed doubleheader. But yeah, they oh, you're Brewers. Okay, that's right. I'm sorry, I forgot already. I remember there was a Rays fan in the last game. I can't remember his name, but yeah, that's right. Yeah. But yeah, depending on tonight's results for the Dodgers Diamondbacks games, that'll determine if I cover that one tomorrow. It might be a triple header tomorrow, but we'll see. I don't want to promise anything. So yeah, if the Diamondbacks win, though, I'm going to try my best to cover that game. Tomorrow will be a very busy day for me then, as again I'm covering Pirates, Reds, and again if they win, I'll be covering Dodgers Diamondbacks, and then I'll be covering, well, nothing of that. That'll be Thursday Night Football tomorrow. So potentially a very busy day. 3 streams before I actually call a game for the high school. So yeah, probably not the best idea for the voice, but it is what it is. We'll be back tomorrow. All right, appreciate you, man. Thank you again for subbing. You're a legend in my book. I appreciate it, man. Charles, how's it going? CEO, yeah, appreciate it. I don't know if I'm the CEO, but I guess I am. But yeah, hopefully you're having a great evening as well. And yes, as Charles just said, smash them free subs and like button. It is free, folks. It is free. You don't have to pay a dime to subscribe to the channel. I promise you. Again, it's a growing channel. So definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Due up for the Reds will be Lux, Steer, and Dela Cruz. I might have overdid it there on Dela Cruz. Triple header, yeah. Saturdays are usually my triple header days. I've done them before, though, for baseball. But yeah, it's rough on the voice. Here's the pitch. That is way outside, and it's 1-0. Lux is 0 for 1 on the day. Batting .266, OPS of .718, 5 homers and 51 RBIs. Here's the 1-0, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike one. Every Skenes game should be televised nationally. Oh, yeah, I completely agree. 1-1 count. And Skenes rocks and fires. That's going to be low, and it's 2-1. To be honest, he's only subscriber only mode. Oh, I see. Kylie, go Pittsburgh. Yes, ma'am. How long is his timeout thing? What the heck? Here's the 2-1. That's going to be chopped foul. Not the lay. Hey, I'm trying to send you people, but They can't chat because you have subscriber-only mode on. Need Paul to get 7 Ks. He's at 4, I think. Yeah, he's at 4. So he's not doing too bad. We're in the 4th inning, though, so might have to pick it up here. 2-2 counts. Skenes rocks and fires. That's going to be popped up. Davis jogging on over, but that's going to become a souvenir. Most insane game of 2025. Cubs-Mets last night. 9-run first inning. That was a pretty crazy game. What was the craziest game I covered? I don't know if it's this. I mean, that was crazy. Definitely horrible. I've covered a lot of, I don't know. There's the Cubs Diamondbacks from earlier in the year. That's the first non-Pirates game I did. That was amazing. It was like 2-1 entering the 7th inning. Ended up being 14-12. It was one of the best games I've ever seen. Here's the 2-2. Grounder to second. York throws to first for out number 1. That was a really good game. I'm sure I've covered so many. I've covered more, though. I can't remember. But there's a lot of good games. Lots of good games. I don't know. It's been enjoyable to do this. I just hope this is, like, sustainable. I really do. Spencer Steer, he's 0 for 1, batting .240, OPS of 728, 21 homers, and 74 RBIs. Skenes rocks and fires. That is upstairs for ball 1. One and 0 count. Skenes kicks and deals. That is upstairs. And it's 2-0. But yeah, I couldn't give you really an answer. Here's the 2-0. And that's going to be inside for ball 3. 83 on the breaking ball. Again, a lot to play for here for the Reds. I'll probably say that every single time they're at the plate. They definitely have a shot, but they need to get it together. Here's the 3-0. That's in there for a called strike. Again, the Mets showed what they are capable of. They beat a very good Cubs team in Wrigley, coming back. They were down 6-1. So the Mets are hungry. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be hit, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Pham is there. He's going to throw it in to second. So a 1-out single for the Reds. And that'll bring up Elly De La Cruz. He's batting .266, OPS of 782, 21 homers, 85 RBIs. Again, there's 1 out with 1 man on here in the bottom of the 4th. Skenes will set. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Way out front of the off-speed pitch. 89 miles per hour, by the way. 0-1 count. Elly De La Cruz, a superstar in the making. Looking for him to take another step forward at the plate. Here's the 0-1, and that is low. And it's 1-1. Remember, being a part of the, when I was on Twitter a lot, I would see a lot of arguments between Pirates and Reds fans. Oh, O'Neill's better. Oh, no, Elly's better. No, I think we can say Elly is clearly the better player. As here's the 1-1. That's going to be low, and it's 2-1. I mean, O'Neill obviously has all the potential, but, how long until we see the potential, Maybe it was never there to begin with. But would love for him to reach that heights, of course. Here's the 2-1. Check the swing. Did he go? He did. And it's 2-2. You calling the Army game tomorrow night? No, Hammer, I'm sorry. I cannot. I'll be doing the Thursday night game. I called an Army game this past. No, that's not the game you're asking for. I called an Army game this past Saturday. That was actually very fun. Army in North Texas, I believe. Ended up being one of my best streams. 2-2 count. Skenes sets, kicks and deals. Grounder to short. Tosses to second. There's one. Can't make the throw. As again, Elly is just too fast. But hey, they got the leading runner. That'll bring up Sal Stewart, the rookie third baseman. Spanning 250 OPS of 815, 4 homers, and 6 RBIs. I think I actually called this guy's first at-bat, too. I can't remember what happened. You bought an Army a lot. Oh, my gosh. That's going to be popped up. Cruz calling it off and will make the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing there for the Reds. I don't think he got a strikeout there, yeah. We head to the top of the 5th. Your score is 0-0. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Who do they play tomorrow? Let me look. I always have the schedules up. I'm always looking at, again, I'm always looking to see what's happening. Army, East Carolina. Interesting. I'm not going to call it, but that's a close one there, yeah. Man. What did you bet? What did you bet, Hammer? What did you do? I don't know. Folks, again, I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, it's a growing channel, folks, so definitely subscribe. If you're a Pirates fan, well, I've been here the whole year, so I don't know what you were doing. I have no idea. I mean, I was here. Of course, it wasn't every game, the Pirates, but for the most part, the Pirates are the most featured team on the channel, for sure. And after tomorrow, well, again, I could still, in theory, call a game Sunday for baseball, but I am going to tally up the wins and losses for everybody while I call them. I think that'd be pretty neat. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. I'll do that in the post section. But yeah, again, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow for this exact same game, my last Pirates game of the year. Pirates Reds. So yeah, definitely come back for that. And again, we'll be doing a lot of again, NFL very soon. Seattle, Arizona. Yes, I'll be doing. That's my 3rd game tomorrow. If again I do a 3rd game, but yeah, that'll be the night game I do. I'll be doing Thursday nights. Thursday night football on the channel. I seem to be doing Thursday night football. To me is more beneficial than the other. I was going to do the scoreboard thing, but it didn't work out. But yeah, Thursday night football, for some reason, I do very well at that. Or good for me. As here's the pitch to Gonzalez. That is low for ball 1. Football, again, it's going to take a while for me to actually get a good crowd, but that's why I'm hoping that the baseball fans are also football fans. Here's the 1-0. That's a ground ball, and that's going foul. Because, yeah, everyone covers football, and I'm, still on the bottom pretty much since I'm just starting out in football. 1-1 count to Nick Gonzalez. He had a double earlier in the 3rd inning. Got the Army money line and over a 50. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Here's the 1-1. Grounder, and that's going foul. Gonna watch you then if you're doing. Yeah, no, for sure. I'll be doing the football game for sure. 1-2 count for Nick Gonzalez. Again, 1-0. The Pirates lead here in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Chopper to short. Ellie has it. Fires to first. Gets Speedy Gonzalez by a step for out number 1. Ellie is just too good. That'll bring up Nick York. It's 0 for 1. It's batting .236, OPS of .608, 1 homer and 7 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside. And it's 1-0. You'll listen to me tomorrow, but the Army game. Oh no, that's fine, man. Here's the 1-0. That's gonna be in there for a call strike. Don't worry about me, man. Don't worry. I appreciate it though. I do. Again, Hammer, you've been very supportive, but don't worry about it. Just call or watch your Army game or listen to it, however you want. 1-1. Here's the pitch. That's gonna be hit to right, and that's going foul. But again, while that Army game or Army East Carolina game, when that ends, you know who will still be on. It'll be me. Just letting you know. 1-2 count to Nick York. As Green delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Again, he just looks good. Hunter Green is something else. That'll bring up Henry Davis. He's batting 162, OPS of 498, 6 homers and 20 RBIs. Making your last Texas Rangers bet of the year tonight. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. Marte is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. Very quickly, Pirates go down. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Your score is Pirates 1, Reds nothing. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Press that like button. Press that subscribe button for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So definitely subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. So, yeah, definitely do it. Just clicking on that, seeing what happened there. I don't know if anything happened. All right, but anyway, so yeah, I do appreciate the donors and the members of the channel, and I'm going to go ahead and check out what's happening across MLB. As, yeah, again, Coffee Beans and Eduardo Hernandez are the scoreboard sponsors. Okay. The Rays lead the Orioles 3-0 as they head to the top of the 5th. Phillies lead the Marlins 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Tigers and Indians are tied at 0 apiece in the top of the 3rd. The Red Sox lead the Blue Jays 3-0 in the top of the 3rd. The White Sox actually still leading 1-0 on the Yankees. Yankees had bases loaded, nobody out, but the White Sox are ahead 1-0. Earlier today, the Nationals over the Braves 4-3, and the Braves defeating the Padres 3-1. Again, we covered that one earlier. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It looks like that, the thumbs up button. And, of course, again, subscribing is like, it's a button altogether. It's another button altogether. And I got really nothing else to say because I thought we'd be back by now. There we go. We're back. Tyler Stevenson coming to the plate, batting .226, OPS of 721, 12 homers and 48 RBIs. As Skenes begins the windup and the pitch. That's going to be hit to center. And Cruz is jogging back. That's going to be off the wall. Throws it into second. And Stevenson with a leadoff double. So Stevenson was 1 for 1, make him 2 for 2. He's got half the hits tonight for the Reds. That'll bring up Will Benson's batting .224, OPS of 708, 12 homers and 41 RBIs. As Skenes will set. Looks back at second, rocks and fires. That's going to be in there, but not called a strike. What a no count to Benson. Again, Stevenson on at second with nobody out. Benson awaiting the 1-0. Here it is. Ground ball to first. And Horwitz will step on the bag for out number 1, but that moves Stevenson to third. Matt McLean coming to the plate. Hopefully this will work. There we go. He's batting .222, OPS of 650, 15 homers and 49 RBIs. Skenes will set. Rocks and fires. That is upstairs, and it's 1-0. One and 0 count to McLean. Skenes sets. Rocks and fires. That is a swing and a miss. Strike 1. 86 on the radar gun. Fooled him. Way out in front. 1-1 count. Skenes nodding his head. Kicks and deals. That is upstairs, but it's called a strike. Reds fans are booing. Skenes I can tell he was holding back a smile. That was nice. 1-2 count to McLean as Skenes will set. Rocks and fires. Just outside, and it's 2-2. Two and two count to Matt McLean, the number 9 hitter. Infield is in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A splitter in the dirt. The Reds fans are booing. That'll bring up T.J. Friedl batting .258, OPS of 732, 13 homers, and 50 RBIs. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Skenes nods and sets. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 0-1 count to Friedl. Skenes sets. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 count to T.J. Friedl. They're making a really big deal about this. Oh, there's Livy Dunn. Okay. Jeez. First time I've actually seen her on the Pirates broadcast all year. First time. But anyway, yeah, they were making a big deal about Skenes' chemistry with Davis. 0-2 count. Skenes sets. Rocks and fires. That is in the dirt. And it's 1-2. 1-2 count to T.J. Friedl. Runner on third, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Skenes sets. Kicks and deals. Check the swing. Did he go? He did. He struck him out. Reds fans can't believe it. Livy Dunn, hands up. She's happy. We head to the top of the 6th. The Pirates leading 1-0 over the Reds. Man, well, that was pretty cool. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. By the way, Paul Skenes at 6 strikeouts. I know there's someone earlier that said he needed 7. That was Jared Adams. So, yeah, Jared, one more away. Hopefully he's out there. Again, I've seen some pretty crazy stuff lately, pulling pitchers whenever you'd think they'd be going out there. But not the case. I don't know. We'll see. Are Davis and Flores the catchers next year? I would say so. And, yeah, Andy, I don't know what happened to him. He kind of fell off the face of the earth. I know he was having injury problems, but then there was the talk of moving him to first base. But then there's Spencer Horwitz is there, who seems to be all right hitting against righties. Terrible against lefties, but all right against righties. So I don't know. I have no idea. We just have a bunch of average players. Jacob, how's it going? Again, the Pirates leading 1-0 over the Reds. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, if you're a Pirates fan and you're discovering the channel, I've been here since day one. Like, bruh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you being so stubborn? Just subscribe already. Again, I can show you if you like. I'll do it. I've done this plenty of times. I'm scrolling. Again, it's mostly Pirates. It's not all the time the Pirates, but for the most part, it's a Pirates. Pirates are featured a lot here on this channel. Yeah, there we go. Again, that opening day Pirates Marlins fiasco. And a lot of yellow peas. Man, it's going to be sad though. Like I said, I'm going to be sad again. Tomorrow I'll be returning to this series. So again, even if you're a Pirates Reds fan, whatever. I'll be back tomorrow for the conclusion of this series, my final Pirate game of the year. As Green faces Cruz. He's streaming postseason baseball, Cleveland Guardians. We'll see. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. It really depends on. I'm going to prioritize the NL side of things, Jacob, because I have done a lot more of the NL. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be low for ball one. Whenever I do AL games, I just don't get the numbers for some reason. But if I'm free and that's the only game I can cover that day, then yeah, I will. But I don't want to say, yeah, no guarantee I'm definitely covering at least one, because that's going to be fouled back and it's 1 and 2. But yeah, I'll try. See what's happening. One and 2 counts. Antonio Cruz, here's the pitch. Cruz hits this to right. Under it is Marte, who makes the catch for out number 1. Just missed it, to be honest with you. That'll bring up Jacob Frederick. That'll bring up Jared Triolo. He's batting .232, OPS of .685. 7 homers, 24 RBIs. Triolo is 0 for 2 on the day. As Green delivers. Grounder to third. Oh, what a stop by Stewart. Throws to first. Nice play by Stewart for out number 2. Again, Triolo's no slowpoke. Just like that, there are 2 outs, and that'll bring up Ryan Reynolds. Reynolds is batting .242. OPS of .716. 16 homers, 73 RBIs. You think the Steelers can... Oh, yeah, they can definitely do it. They can easily do it, but I don't know if they will. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. I honestly don't know when it comes to my picks. I mean, I picked the Steelers, but, you know. Jeez. That's going to be delivered, and that's going to be fouled back, and it's 1 and 1. 1 and 1 count to Brian Reynolds. Actually just made the Vikings Steelers thumbnail earlier today as well. 1 and 1 to Brian Reynolds. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 6th. The Pirates leading 1-0. Here's the pitch. That's going to be cut on and hits. And once again, that's going foul. A game that Reds fans will probably be looking at will be the game that's starting right now on ESPN, the Mets and the Cubs. That is a huge series for a lot of teams. Here's the pitch. Reynolds hits this to center. And that's going to keep going. That is off the wall. Reynolds is going to stay at second. That ball just kept going. Center fielder was just making his way, and then he started sprinting out of nowhere. It's like, oh, man. Just gave it a good ride. Good stuff, Reynolds. His 37th double of the season. That'll bring up Spencer Horwitz. He's batting .259, OPS of .741. 9 homers and 45 RBIs. 2 outs, runner on second. Green kicks and deals. That is way upstairs, and it's ball 1. 1-0 count to, Spencer Horwitz. Brian Reynolds again, his 37th double, so good stuff for him. As Green looks back, kicks and deals. That is low, and it's 2-0. Green at 88 pitches. I think this will probably be his last inning. I'm not too sure. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Two and 1 count. Green will set. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going foul. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Runner on second. 2s are wild. Green will set. Horwitz is number 2 at the plate, by the way. Here's the pitch. That is upstairs, ball 3. He wears number 2. I didn't say he's number 2 at the plate, but yeah. Where's number 2? So yeah, there's a lot of 2s there. Nothing happened. 3-2 count. Green will set. Looks back at Reynolds. Rocks and fires. Grounder, and that's going to be past Stewart. Reynolds is going home. Throw to the plate is off target, and Reynolds has scored again. And Horwitz with another RBI. Look at that. Different innings, same people getting it done. Just too fast for Stewart. Couldn't get the glove down in time. And Horwitz was on at second. That'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. It's batting .241, OPS of .709, 13 homers, 57 RBIs. Pitching coach is having a little word with Hunter Green. Again, there's a runner on second with 2 outs. The Pirates lead 2-0. Again, playing spoiler. And the Pirates have struggled against the Reds. I mean, pretty much my entire life. The Pirates just don't know how to win in Cincinnati. It's not that far away, but for some reason, Pirates can't win there. Pirates actually have never won a series at the current Baltimore Camden Yards, apparently. Never won. Showing the NL wildcard standings again, the Mets up. They're 81-76. The Diamondbacks one game back. So are the Reds. Judge hit number 50. Oh, nice. Good stuff. Thank you, George, for that update. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 1. Good stuff for Aaron Judge. Again, I kind of felt like that was just a matter of time. 1-0 count to Andrew McCutchen. A runner on second, 2 outs. 2-2 at the plate. Here's the pitch. That is low, and it's 2-0. McCutchen not quite at 50 homers, at 13. It's a good number, though. 2-0 count. Green looks back at second. Rocks and fires. McCutchen hits this one, and that's going foul. And again, it's not really, I'm not going to say it's a full house there in Cincinnati, but it's definitely like a lot of people are there. They are definitely excited about possibly going to the playoffs. But again, you got to beat the Pirates. You got to do it, especially at home. 2-1 count. Green sets, kicks, and deals. Ground ball to third. Stewart has it. Tosses to first for out number 3. But the Pirates score another, and they are up 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Skenes is coming out, so he'll have an opportunity to get your 7 strikeouts. Let's see, I can't remember. Yeah, Jared, that's right, Jared. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, this is a growing channel, so definitely do it. Definitely subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. But again, this is what I do, folks. I call games. So yeah, again, if you're a fan of sports, if you're a fan of baseball, fan of football, definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Just checking out. Looks like we have some, yeah. Dream crushers, yeah, they crush everybody's streams, their own and others. Due up for the Reds is Marte, Lux, and Steer. Just checking out the competition. There are 2 other streams tonight. There's the one Steelers guy that does just Paul Skenes games, and then there's another random, I don't know. I think he like streams every game. He just does a scoreboard, but people literally just watch the scoreboard. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, if you're a Pirates fan, hey, I'm not here. I'm here not just for Paul Skenes. I'm here almost every day. Not every day, but again, like more than just Paul Skenes. So we'll get more than 30 days of Pirates baseball on the channel. Noel V. Marte coming to the plate, batting .267, OPS of .763, 13 homers, and 49 RBIs. I think baseball is one of the most strategic sports of all. I can see it. That's going to be fouled back. And it's 0-1. It's good to see you, Michael. It's been a while. It's good to see you. Thank you again for checking in. 0-1 count. Skenes again still in there at 71 pitches. As here is the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 count. To Noelvi Marte is 0 for 2 on the night. Oh and 2. Skenes nods his head. He likes it. Kicks and deals. That is way outside, and it's 1-2. No Cabrian Hayes tonight. Apparently, they just said that he's been in a huge slump, so they're putting the rookie over there at third. 1-2 count. Skenes rocks and fires. That is outside, and it's 2-2. Two and 2. As Paul Skenes begins the windup and the pitch. Grounder to second. And York has it, throws to first for out number 1. Oh, Skenes, he's at 75 pitches. All right, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring up Gavin Lux. Lux is batting .265. OPS of .717, 5 homers and 51 RBIs. Skenes begins the pitch, and that's going to be outside. And it's 1-94. I don't know if he's getting tired around, but again, like I've said, over the last few starts, his velocity has decreased for sure. 1-0 count. Skenes rocks and fires. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did. And it's 1-1. 1-1 count to Gavin Lux. As Skenes delivers. That's going to be low, and it's 2-1. Again, the Reds, I hate to say it, but again, they need to get it going. It's now or never. Here's the 2-1. Grounder, and that's going foul. Again, you could say that in all 3 games yesterday that involves this little situation here, the Mets, the Diamondbacks, and the Reds, the underdog won in every single one. Again, the Mets, and then the Pirates here, and the Diamondbacks. So it's getting a little interesting. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be popped up. Reynolds making his way under it, and will make the catch. 2 outs, and that'll bring up Spencer Steer, who's 1 for 2. It'd be nice if they let him pitch a complete game, but he needs some efficient at-bats. Yeah. I don't know. I like to see him just keep going until he starts allowing a bunch of hits. I mean, it's his last start of the year. I mean, he's not going to play again. This is it. This is his last start of the season. So why not? As here is the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. Skenes kicks and deals. That's in there for a called strike, and it's 0-2. Malstack saying the Reds are a joke. I'm not going to say that again. Baseball's so random. Again, you just never know. Never know what could happen. 0-2 count. Skenes begins the windup, and here is the 0-2. Checked his swing. That is upstairs. And it's 1-2. One and 2 count. Skenes rocks and fires. Chopper, and that's going foul. Again, if you're just tuning in, Pirates 2, Reds nothing. The Reds have just struggled tonight against Paul Skenes. Again, Tyler Stevenson has 2 hits. I mean, he's had some success, but they just haven't been able to. No one else really has had success. Here's the 1-2. See you later. He struck him out. Paul Skenes soaking it in, I guess. Hopefully that's not the end. How many strikeouts? That's 7, right? He got his 7. Yep, 7 strikeouts for Paul Skenes as we head to the top of the 7th. The Pirates leading 2-0 over the Reds. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, I've been here the entire time if you're a Pirates fan. So you're late to the party, but that's okay. All is forgiven. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. For more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Of course, I'll be back tomorrow for Pirates-Reds. That's my final Pirates game of the season. So, yeah, that's going to be kind of sad, but it is what it is. That's what happens when you all season trying to make something. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's just, again, it's playing baseball. I mean, baseball is random. You just, again, you flip a coin and literally you win today, you don't. Today, tomorrow's going to be a 11-9 game. Today it's a 2-0 game. Like, you just never know. That's just how it is. The Reds, I don't think anyone really thought the Reds would be here. So I think they're kind of just playing with house money or whatever. You know, I don't know. I mean, if they make it in, they're definitely like an underdog in every single series. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're kind of just happy to be here. If they get in, that's awesome for them. But no, I don't think they were, messing around all season. They just literally, they got hot. Well, the Mets have really deteriorated, actually. I think that's more, I mean, if the Mets were playing like they were earlier, then there'd be no races in the NL. Like, literally, it'd be over. Anyway, we do have a new pitcher for the Reds. It's going to be Chase Burns. 0-3, 4.99 ERA, whip of a 1.39. That is your new guy for the Reds. Do it for the Pirates is Pham, Gonzalez, and York. Pham's batting .243, OPS of .699, homers, and 50 RBIs. He's 0 for 1 with the walk. Here's the pitch. Chopper, and that's going foul. Apparently that might be it for Paul. I'm not too sure. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. Apparently he's done. So he's going to finish with 1.97 ERA on the year. That's pretty wild. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low, and it's 1-2. 1-2 count to Tommy Pham. Burns kicks and deals. That is way outside, and it's 2-2. Final score 5-0 Pirates. That's a lot of runs for the Pirates. Hey, I'll take it, though. I don't know if I see that. 2-2 count to Tommy Pham. Burns rocks and fires. That's going to be hit, and that's going to go foul. Again, you can spot the Pirates 9 runs, and they can still lose. If you think I'm joking, well, it literally happened. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say other than I've watched way too much Pirates to see and be comfortable with a 2-0 lead. As once again, that's going to be fouled back, and it's 2-2. So, yeah, Paul Skenes looks like he's done. 6 innings, 4 hits, no walks. Very great performance. 7 strikeouts, no earned. Here's the 2-2. That is a swing and a miss. Tried to hold up, could not. He struck him out. That'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. Gonzalez batting .265, OPS of .674, 5 homers, 28 RBIs, a 1 for 2 in today's game. Has a double. As that's going to be, I guess, low. They didn't show the pitch. 1-0 count to Nick Gonzalez. As Burns kicks and deals. Swing and a miss way late on that 98-mile-per-hour fastball. 1-1. Again, if you're just joining us, the Pirates leading 2-0 over the Reds. The Phillies are up on the Marlins. Marlins will be eliminated today. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Kind of keeping an eye on some. So the Indians up 2-1 on the Tigers. Mets and Cubs are still at 0 apiece. 1-2 count. Burns rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. 101. He struck him out. That'll bring up Nick York. It's batting .232, OPS of .598, 1 homer and 7 RBIs. As Burns delivers, swing and a miss, strike 1. Burns has looked really good so far since entering this one. A 1-1 count to Nick York. Here's the pitch. That is in the dirt. And it's 1-1. First round pick in 2020 from the Red Sox. Here's the 1-1, and that is low, and it's 2-1. Justin Lawrence. I remember him from the beginning of the season. He'll be warming up in the Pirates bullpen. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be cut on and hit to right. But that's going to be caught for out number 3. Very quick top of the 7th. We head to the bottom of the 7th. The Pirates leading 2-0 over the Reds. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, this is a sports channel. It's a growing sports channel. Just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. Now we're at over 1,000. So again, appreciate you guys for your support. And again, tomorrow I'll be doing the final game of the series, Pirates and the Reds. It's my final Pirates game of the season. And yeah, again, I'll be doing plenty of playoff baseball. I don't know. I mean, again, if the Reds don't make it again, I'll still be doing the postseason regardless. And yeah, if you're a Bengals fan, I'll be covering at least 2 of your games. Steelers and the Bengals, as I do every Steelers game and another game every single Sunday. And then Saturdays I do I do college football as well, but I don't really do the popular games as I have to outsmart everybody in order to get the views and the clicks. So as you can see there. But again, appreciate you guys for hanging on out. I'm assuming it's going to be Justin Lawrence to begin things here in the bottom of the 7th for the Pirates. Dela Cruz, Stewart, and Stevenson will be due up for the Reds. That is not who I wanted to click. We want to click Justin Lawrence. He's returning, I guess, from I haven't seen him in a while. I guess he wasn't. He already returned. Anyway, he's 1-0 on the season, .57 ERA, whip of a 1.02. So very good. Very good indeed. That's great. Ellie Dela Cruz will be up to start things off here in the bottom of the 7th. It's batting .266, OPS of .782, 21 homers and 85 RBIs. This one kind of just, I don't know, not much action here in this one, outside of the few innings for the Pirates. All right. Dela Cruz steps into the box again. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Reds need to get going if they have any chance. A lot of Ellie chance here in Cincinnati. Lawrence sets and fires. Way inside. And it's 1-0. The Reds fans are booing. Even though, that would be a free base. But they didn't like that. Almost hit him on the knee. 1-0 count. Lawrence delivers. That's in there for a called strike. 1-1 count to Ellie De La Cruz. The Reds down to their last 9 outs. Again, they need to keep pace with the Mets and hope that they slip up. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be chopped foul. And of course, again, the Diamondbacks walked it off last night against the Dodgers. So again, that's another one where it could be very interesting going forward. Diamondbacks, again, winners of 3 in a row. So they're feeling themselves as well. 1-2 count. Lawrence rocks and fires. That is upstairs, and it's 2-2. We already scored in 2 innings. Pitching is going to have to carry. Yeah, I know. I was just thinking of that, too. Like, yeah, we already used our 2 innings. Already used our 2 innings, so it's over. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That is way outside, and it's 3-2 to Ellie De La Cruz. Or Ellie De La Cruz, whatever you want to say. 3-2 count. Lawrence will set. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 83 on the changeup. That is a huge out, number 1. That'll bring up Sal Stewart. He's batting .245, OPS of 798, 4 homers and 6 RBIs. Lawrence rocks and fires. That is inside. And it's 1-0. Joey Bart hanging out with Paul Skenes. Probably the closest he'll ever get to that guy again. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be chopped foul. As I would say, the Pirates have Davis and Flores next year for sure. So Bart can go take a hike. Cincinnati, if you guys need a catcher, we got a great one in Joey Bart. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there, but not called a strike. Had a lot of movement on it, so maybe it fooled the umpire. 2-1. Lawrence will set on the 2-1. Rocks and fires. That's going to be fouled off the catcher's mask. And it's 2-2. 2-2 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. The Pirates leading 2-0. Sal Stewart at the plate, looking for his first hit of the game. Lawrence with a deep breath. He will set. My chair's squeaking again. That's great. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be poked to right. Reynolds just shy. No, he's on the warning track, and he will make the catch. Route number 2. That'll bring up Tyler Stevenson. He's 2 for 2 today. Tomorrow's starter is going to be Braxton Ashcraft and Nick Lodolo. So that'll be the 2 starters we'll see tomorrow. Again, I plan on covering that one. It's already up, so ready to go. Just need to get there. Stevenson again 2 for 2 on the night, batting .228 OPS of 728, 12 homers, 48 RBIs as Lawrence sets, rocks and fires. That's going to be foul tip, and it's 0-1. Stevenson definitely had a great night against Skenes. Again, 2 for 2. Really one of the few Reds to really do anything. As Lawrence delivers. That's in there for a called strike. Oh, and 2 count. I guess someone asked for time. I'm not too sure. We're just showing everything except for the game. All right, Lawrence sets, rocks and fires. Way outside, and it's 1-2. Again, it's a do-or-die situation for the Reds. They might have to wait, though, until the 8th to get anything started. 1-2 count to Tyler Stevenson. Lawrence fires. That is inside. Just inside. As it's 2-2. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Lawrence will set. Kicks and deals. And is outside for ball 3. Stevenson doing a great job to work this back to a 3-2. Again, he's 2 for 2 on the night, so he's seen the ball pretty well. Lawrence will set. And deliver. Grounder up the middle. York has it, but can't quite grab it, as he's able to knock it down, but nothing more. Stevenson with an infield single, and the Reds fans, I mean, they're something to cheer for. It hasn't really been much. Then I'll bring up Will Benson, who's 0 for 2 on the night. He's batting .223, OPS of .706, 12 homers and 41 RBIs. Gonzalez coming in. I don't know if there's a mound visit happening or what. Looks like Oscar Marine going to have a little chat with Lawrence. Don't know why. Again, I don't know. That could have been an easy out, but just couldn't get there. Checking out the poll, 51% of you guys have the Reds, 49% have the Pirates. So I'm assuming that's more Reds fans here than Pirates fans. And folks, again, feel free to chat down below. Feel free to like and subscribe. Feel free to do whatever you like, within reason, of course. So definitely, again, subscribe to the channel if you're a baseball fan and a football fan. Again, it's a growing channel. 30 subs just 6 months ago. Here we are, over 1,000. Crossing that this past Saturday. Benson again at the plate. Runner on first, 2 outs. Lawrence will set. Rocks and fires. That's going to be yanked to right, and that's going to become a souvenir. 0-1 count to Will Benson. Been trying to keep an eye on the scores. Yeah, this is when baseball gets really good, when everyone's fighting for spots. Here's the 0-1. That is in there for a called strike. 0-2 count to Benson as they show Don Kelly. Oh, and 2 count. That is outside. And it's 1-2. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Runner on first. Lawrence will set. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit, and that's going to go foul. And it's 1-2. Turns over to Detroit. Oh, man. Yeah, just kind of an epic collapse there in Detroit. Benson staying alive, though. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Runner on first. Lawrence sets, kicks, and deals. That is outside, and it's 2-2 as the Reds fans getting a little bit louder here in Cincinnati. It's a big one. It's a big game. A lot to play for the Reds. Lawrence sets, kicks, and deals. That is in the dirt, ball 3. Lawrence is a little bit wild all of a sudden. Davis kind of stumbling there for some reason. Three and 2 counts. Lawrence looks over at first. He sets. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Everyone's booing. Paul Skenes is celebrating. We head to the top of the 8th. The Pirates leading 2-0 over the Reds. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like baseball, if you like football, then this is a great channel for you. So definitely subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. As always, again, thank you to the members. Thank you for the donors. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys have been awesome. Of course, a special thank you to Coffee Beans and Eduardo Hernandez, as you guys are my scoreboard sponsors. So again, thank you very much for your help, for your support. All right, what do we have? We have the Rays leading the Orioles 5-0 as they head to the top of the 8th. The Phillies all over the Marlins. Oh, man. Oh, geez. 10-1 in the bottom of the 7th. The Red Sox leading the Blue Jays 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th. The Indians leading the Tigers 2-1 in the top of the 5th. Yankees up 5-1 over the White Sox in the top of the 5th. Did I say 5-1? I can't remember. Okay, it's 5-1. And the Twins leading the Rangers 1-0 in the top of the 3rd. I don't know why I said and there, because this is the final one. Mets and Cubs 0-0 in the top of the 2nd. Final scores, the Nationals defeated the Braves 4-3, and the Brewers over the Padres 3-1. I covered that one earlier. It was a late start to this one for me, but, didn't miss anything in the first 3 innings. Phillies just 3 homers back-to-back. Wow, back-to-back-to-back. Back-to-back-to-back jacks. Jeez, Coming to the plate is Henry Davis. Davis is 0 for 2 as he's batting .161, OPS of .495. 6 homers and 20 RBIs to begin the top of the 8th. Paul Skenes, again, love that strikeout. Here is the pitch. Davis hits this to right center. And what a catch by Friedel. Just kept running and running and running, just shy of the wall for a loud out number 1. One away for the Pirates. That'll bring up O'Neal Cruz. He's batting .202, OPS of .683, 20 homers and 61 RBIs. He's 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. Burns rocks and fires. That is going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. As Burns kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh, and 2 count to O'Neal Cruz. As Burns delivers. That's going to be poked at and hit foul. Again, if you're just joining us, the Pirates leading 2-0 over the Reds here in the top of the 8th. The Reds usually dominate the Pirates here in Cincinnati, but, obviously the Pirates won yesterday, and Pirates up 2-0 here with just a few outs to go. And this one is Burns rocks and fires. That is low. And it's 1-2. Showing the Mets-Cubs game. Again, that's a huge game. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be poked and fouled back. One and 2 count, 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Again, the Pirates leading 2-0 over the Reds. Burns kicks and deals. That is upstairs. And it's 2-2. Burns begins the windup and the pitch. That is just inside. And it's 3-2. Reds fans not liking the call. That one just caught a piece of the corner. But it was close. 3-2 count. Burns delivers. Check the swing. Did he go? Bat flips it. Oh, he did strike out. Cruz can't believe it. He was ready to go down to first. I'd like to see the side angle, but they don't show the side angle. They show the angle from straight ahead. There's the side angle. Oh, he did go, yeah. All right, that'll bring up Jared Triolo's batting .231, OPS of .682, 7 homers, and 24 RBIs. He's 0 for 3 today. Burns rocks and fires, swing and a miss. Strike 100 on the gun. Burns can bring the heat for sure. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That is inside. And it's 1-1. One on one count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One and two count to Jared Triolo. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 8th. Burns delivers. That is high and in, and it's 2-2. Reds fans, again, they showed out tonight. Again, they didn't pack it, but they definitely very excited for what potentially could happen, though right now they are not looking so great, as that's going to be outside, and it's 3-2. 3-2 count to Jared Triolo. Brian Reynolds on deck. Burns kicks and deals. Triolo hits this to right, and on the run is Marte with a nice play. Out number 3. Should have said Trey. Out number Trey would have been awesome. Anyway, folks, we head to the bottom of the 8th. The Pirates leading 2-0 over the Reds. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure you get to like and subscribe. It's okay, the Reds won't score. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's trending that way, but again, it's. I mean, they're 80 and 77. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance that they win. I don't know. I'm not trying to defend the Reds, but I mean, it's just the fact that it's like, I don't know. It is what it is, but again, it's baseball. You just never know. You never know. That's why they play the games. That's why upsets happen. Upsets happen quite a bit when it comes to baseball, when it comes to football, even, of course. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure you're getting to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, that like button looks like that. Subscribe button, it is free. It won't be charged a dime. I know it says subscribe. I know it kind of a little misleading there, but I promise you, no bill will be sent to you at all. Not happening. Due up for the Reds will be McLean, Friedel, and Marte. We will have a new pitcher for the Pirates, and it's going to be Isaac Matson. He's 3-3 with a 2.15 ERA, WHIP of a 1.09. What a pitcher he's been this year. I mean, he has been so good. So he's looking to continue that tonight. Again, McLean, Friedel, and Marte will be due up here in the bottom of the 8th. McLean's batting .221, OPS of .649, 15 homers, 49 RBIs. He's 0 for 2 in this one. Jeez, that is bright. Oh, my gosh. Again, the Pirates leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the 8th. They're showing the lights, and I don't know why. Like, they can show anything else. All right, there we go. Matson sets, kicks, and deals. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1 count to Matt McLean. Again, nobody on, nobody outs. Reds have 6 outs. Pardon me, left to do something. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Again, Matson, he's Had a great year, 2.15 ERA, opponent batting average of just 195. He will mix up his timing. That's what he kind of does. He'll set for, you'll just chill for like 5 or 6 seconds holding that pose. Matson delivers. That is upstairs, and it's 1-2. But yeah, Matson definitely a clever pitcher. Very good. 1-2 to Matt McLean. Again, he's 0 for 2 on the night. Matson rocks and fires. That's going to be popped up. Davis on the run, but that's going to go back for a souvenir. Randy, that's kind of wild. That's kind of just kind of random there. 1-2 counts. Matson sets. And looks like McLean is going to ask for time. One and 2 counts to Matt McLean. Matson will set. He's still set. Kicks and deals. That's going to be in the dirt. Did he go? He did not. 2-2. Two and 2 count to Matt McLean. I don't really have the best sports cards myself. I know you're probably promoting yourself, but I'll let it slide since it's eBay. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to right. That's going to go foul. If you do it again, though, yeah, I can't do that. But I do have 3 of these bad boys. I know you probably don't care, but 2004 Topps total, so like the cheapest 2004 box you could possibly get. I got 3 of them. And I got, of course, just other small blaster boxes. 2 and 2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, and it's 3-2. Other sports cards. 3 and 2 counts. McLean looks in. He'll come to a set. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to center, but it's right at Cruz, who makes the catch for out number 1. One away for the Reds. That'll bring up T.J. Friedel, who's 1 for 3 in today's game, batting .258, OPS of .731, 13 homers and 50 RBIs. And the Pirates just trying to play spoiler. Reds need a win. They need to keep pace with the Mets. They won yesterday. The Diamondbacks won yesterday. Here's the pitch. Grounder to second. Oh, what a dive by York. Throws to first for out number 2. York with a play that kept this ball in the infield, of course, and throwing it to first for out number 2. Jeez, I'm robbing him of a hit. That'll bring up Noel V. Marte, batting .266, OPS of .761, 13 homers and 49 RBIs. It's 0 for 3 on the night. Matson kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and once again, that's going foul. Oh and 1 count. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Again, the Pirates leading 2-0. Matson sets and fires. Marte hits this to center. Cruz at the wall. That one's off the wall. Cruz is down. Marte is still moving, rounding second, heading for third. Pham's going to throw it in. That's going to be an inside the park home run. Cruz landed hard at the wall. The Reds are now down just a run. And here comes Kelly and the trainer. Trainer is quite a big guy. Cruz saying, I'm good. But Kelly's going to do it anyway. Wow, that is pretty amazing. An inside the park home run. So I don't know what. I'd like to see a replay again. I know he just went face first into the wall out there. But an inside the park home run. That is Marte's 14th of the season. Not inside the park home run, 14th home run of the season. As you can see the injury delay. Oh, the ball actually hit Cruz's arm. And again, he was just trying to get out of the way, and Pham just running, but it's a little too late there as Marte was just booking it the entire time. No, Cruz, you're not good. Yeah. Cruz is something else. He's something else. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning that he may have stayed down for theatrics. But, yeah, it is what it is. Gavin Lux coming to the plate, batting .264, OPS of .715, 5 homers and 51 RBIs. Showing the replay. Showing the cleats just tearing into the wall. Again, it's 2-1 now. Marte with an inside the Parker, as that's going to be low in the dirt, ball one. The Reds fans are getting loud. The Reds fans are loud, and they are proud. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Reds fans booing the call. That was clearly in the strike zone. Again, just a reminder to those of you that are wondering, just because the pitcher throws it and the catcher catches it doesn't make it a strike. But that one was. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there, but not called a strike. Umpire getting intimidated by again, this is another thing with home field advantage in the playoffs. I mean, just the crowd could be impacting the umpires. 2-1 counts. Madsen rocks and fires. That is low, and it's 3-1. Cruz has to be a DH. I'd rather have Kutch in the field. Yeah, it's something. Again, he has the arm, but I don't know. It's definitely something. I think it might just be time to part ways at this point. After seeing a whole season of Cruz, time to say goodbye. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. That is upstairs, and it's ball 4. And the Reds have the potential game-winning run at the plate. Spencer Steer batting .241, OPS of .729, 21 homers, 74 RBIs. Clutch needs to retire. I mean, it's definitely not at his prime. I mean, I don't want to see the end of Cut. I think he deserves one last playoff run, but the thing is, the problem with it, like obviously Kutch is, like, as far as DHs go, obviously not that great, to be honest with you. Again, he's one of the best hitters on the team, but DHs are supposed to be really good. That's their one thing. They're supposed to be focusing on just hitting. But, I mean, if the Pirates going to spend money to get, a solid DH, probably not. And it looks like Madsen is going to be done. The Reds fans are booing. Again, the Reds fans are loud. Of course, Steelers-Bengals rivalry, they the fan base is pretty much the same. Bengals fans, Reds fans, Pirates, Steelers. So Madsen is done. Can't really say it's his fault, but he got rattled. So a pitching change here in Cincinnati. Again, it's 2-1. Pirates leading over the Reds. Can't imagine training all those years to develop pinpoint accuracy just to have the umps bases calls in the crowd. Not yeah, well, I don't know, Denny. I'm just saying what happened there. I think it's a coaching problem. Every Spanish-speaking players regress once they get to the big team. Fair enough. I don't know. Cruz wasn't really all that great in the minors. I don't know if I can pull it up, but I don't know. They kind of just promoted him just because there was no one else, if I recall. McCutcheon is a good fielder, but he has lost the step, so he's a DH. Most DH aren't. Yeah, I know that, but again, you want your DH to be like a solid batter. Let's see here. AAA OPS of 870. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Batted 259. Hey, it's really good in A+. 2021. Yeah, I guess he had a really good year in the minors. Anyway, apparently, I don't know why, but when I add, oh man, I don't know. I might have to, after this, I'm going to have to reboot the computer because it's just having some problems. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe. Just got a notification that Marte hit it inside the park. Yes, he did. That's my fault for checking on it. I know this was giving me problems, and I just... All right, well, anyway, the computer screen is frozen, so we're just going to have to... we're just not going to have to look at that. So I apologize. I will be trying to be the best I can as far as narrating. All right, this is Dennis Santana. I don't know. I might have to just do this for now. I know it's going to be kind of weird, but we're going to go ahead and zoom in. Okay, no, we're not going to do that. That's going to be high and in. Oh, and he hit him. He hit him. So we're going to be zoomed in until we can get this computer fixed. So Santana plunks the first batter he sees. That was Steer. So I'll have to get to my phone here and look at all this. So, yeah, Steer was plunked, and that's going to bring up Ellie Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz is 0 for 3 today, looking for his first hit. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. And, again, I would have something on the screen, but we are having technical issues over here, like badly. Santana looks over at first. He sets. Kicks and deals. Ground ball to second. Oh, what a dive by York. Throws to first. For out number 3, Horwitz, for some reason, was on the ground. Threw it to Horwitz, who was laying down, hand on the bag. What a play. Oh, my goodness. The Pirates still lead 2-1 over the Reds. I don't know what in the world happened. Again, I'm having all the technical issues over here, so I do apologize. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. What in the world has happened to my computer? It is cooked. I haven't rebooted it in a while, actually, so I really need to shut it down after this stream. It's like it's happening. He will strike out. Come on, Pirates. Old Ellie is trash. It was it was a great play by York. A great diving stop. And again, he throws to first, and for some reason, Horwitz is laying on his stomach, fielding the ball. I have no idea what in the world happened. I don't know if he slipped or whatnot, but that was a pretty wild sequence. Folks, again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Again, I'm sorry for the zoom in. This is not part of the... I usually don't do this, but having issues over here. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to have to restart some things after, but... Can he act out how the game is going? Again, well, here you go. Again, just laying on the ground. But, yeah, again, I appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I hate how huge I look. Oh, my gosh. That's a no. We can't do that. This is a one-time thing, folks. So, yeah. Yeah, no, we're not doing this again. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow for the final game of the series, my last Pirates game of the year. Again, I've done mostly Pirates. I'm a Pirates guy, but, you know, again, I do bounce around Major League Baseball. But yeah, for the most part, it is Pirates, and I do other games. But, of course, again, the Pirates are done. So I'll be covering the postseason. So I hopefully will see you guys there. If you're just baseball fans, football fans, whatever. Again, it's a sports channel. It's a growing channel, folks. So definitely make sure to like and subscribe. Brian is batting .243, OPS of 720, 16 homers, 73 RBIs. He's 1 for 2 with a walk in this one. He's been dealing with an injury since June. It's something with his leg. Hopefully, in the offseason, he can rest and be back. Yeah, for sure. Big thumb. It's huge. Look at this. Paper and crayons. I got nothing. I got no crayons here. All right, Reynolds is in the box. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. It's in there anyway. It's a called strike. Emilio Pagan is the pitcher for the Reds. He's their closer. 3.06 ERA with the opponent batting average of 173. Pagan sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going foul. And my computer's still just not even wanting to end, apparently. Still in the process of shutting, I don't know. 0-2 counts, not shutting down, just closing down the app. 0-2 count to Brian Reynolds. Pagan sets, kicks, and deals. That is outside. Reds fans pretty upset again. Just because you catch it doesn't mean it's a strike. 1-2 counts to Brian Reynolds. Pagan delivers. That is inside. It plunked him. So Reynolds is hit by a pitch, and he's going to head on down to first. That'll bring up Spencer Horwitz. He's batting .261, OPS of .745, 9 homers, 46 RBIs on the season. It's 2 for 3 today with 2 RBIs. He's knocked in Reynolds both times. No, he is not. One on strike due to overtime. Yeah, it has been on a lot. Here's the pitch. That is upstairs, 1-0. 1-0 count. So I'm trying to figure out everything. I don't know. It is what it is. I'll just give up on it for the rest of the broadcast. 1-0 count. Pagan looking over at first. Kicks and deals. That is in there for a called strike. 1-1. Again, Spencer Horwitz is at the plate for the Pirates. Oh, are we cooking? Are we cooking now? 1-1 count. Pagan sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be hit to left. And that is good. Oh, what a play by Stewart. The diving catch. Oh, that's huge. Out number 1. Unbelievable. That'll bring up Andrew McCutchen. He's batting .241, OPS of .708, 13 homers, 57 RBIs. McCutchen is 1 for 3. We might be back. That is not what I wanted to show you guys. That's going to be low for ball 1. We're back. Look at that. 1-0 count to McCutchen. Yeah, trust me, it was plugged in. Pagan sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be popped up, and that is going back, as that's a foul ball. Man, we're just having all the problems here. 1-1 count. Pagan sets. Pickoff attempt, but Reynolds is back safe and sound. I just realized something. Why in the world? I'm looking at this right now. Apparently it's, I don't know. I'll just deal with that later. All good now. Yeah, we got it finally. 1-1 count to McCutchen. Again, a runner on first, 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Pagan will set, kicks and deals. That is low. And it's 2-1 to Andrew McCutchen. Yeah, thank you, George. I don't know what in the world was happening there. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Just realized, though, you can't see the stats. So what in the world? I'm a bot. I'm a bot, folks. 2-1. Pagan looks over at first. Looks over again. Kicks and deals. McCutchen hits this to right, and that's going foul. Again, Reynolds is on at first with one out. Here in the top of the ninth, the Reds, they are fighting for their playoff lives. The Pirates just trying to be a spoiler, trying to be annoying. They annoy us, they might as well annoy another fan base. 2-2 count, here's the pitch. Yanked left, and that's going foul. Two and two counts, one out here in the top of the ninth. Pagan sets. Kicks and deals. Check this swing. Called strike three. He struck him out. Down goes McCutchen. That'll bring up Tommy Pham, who apparently his page doesn't come up anymore. It happens every now and then. So we're just going to go ahead and go to 3D for a few seconds, because I don't know what in the world that is all about. Pagan sets. Kicks and deals. Chopped foul. 0-1 count, so that's going to serve. This is going to serve like as a replay pretty much of what I just call. Yeah, so. 0-1 count to Tommy Pham. Runner on first, 2 outs. Pagan will set. Pagan still set. Kicks and deals. Checks his swing. That is outside. And it's 1-1. You'll see it right here on your screen right now. There you go. 1-1 counts. As Pagan looks over at first, he sets. Looks over again. Kicks and deals. That's going to be poked right. More backwards, and it's 1-2. One and two count to Tommy Pham. Runner on first, 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. Pagan will set. Rocks and fires. Chopper. High chopper. And that's going foul. Showing Jack Sawinski there in the dugout. Now he puts his glove and hat down. I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. 1-2 count again to Tommy Pham. 0 for 2 on the night. All right. Pham, again, these at bats. I don't know what in the world's going on, but it's taking forever. Pagan sets. Rocks and fires. That is upstairs. And it's 2-2. Receive them, and Pagan body slammed the guy. Great story. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Great story. Went to an LAD in San Francisco game at the end of 2016. Some Dodger fan came onto the field with flowers and tried to give them to several Giants. All ignored him except Angel Pagan, who acted like he would, as that's going to be hit to the left, and that's going to drop for a base hit. And Pham's going to chill at first. Reynolds at second. Oh, that's interesting. Pagan's body slammed the guy. That's pretty wild. So Pham keeping the inning alive for the Pirates. That'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. Pagan will set. Looks back at second. Rocks and fires. Checked his swing. That is inside for ball one. Again, the Pirates leading 2-1. With 2 outs, runners on first and second. Pagan will set. kicks, and deals. Gonzalez hits this to left, but that is going foul. That was more height than anything. One on one count to Nick Gonzalez. Pagan will set. Looks back at second. Rocks and fires. That is low. Good take there. 2-1. Security was very happy they didn't have to chase him out, I bet. 2-1 count to Nick Gonzalez. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Pagan looks back. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Pirates camera thought it was strike 3, so I don't know what in the world was happening. 2-2 count. And feel a home run. This guy. Mall stacks. I feel like you're a Reds fan. Part of me does feel that way. 2-2 count. Pagan sets. Kicks and deals. Check this swing. That is outside. Reds fans have lost their minds. That is way outside. You're going to see it here. And the crowd is loud and angry that that wasn't called a strike. Again, just because the pitcher throws it and the catcher catches it, folks, doesn't mean it's a strike. Here's the 3-2. That is outside for ball 4. Yankees winning again. Yeah, I saw that they were earlier. Sean, let's go Bucks. Mall stacks, come on Pirates. So the pitching coach going to have a little chat here with Pagan. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. Because this is a growing channel. I insist. Just 6 months ago at 30 subs. Now we're over 1,000. Just crossed that this Saturday. So again, we are on the move. And yeah, definitely a lot of potential here. Again, a lot of baseball, a lot of football on the channel. So again, if you're a fan of either of those two sports, definitely subscribe right now. It is free. It is free. Reds fans are angry. Yeah. I think, is that yes to the Reds fan? Yeah, I thought so. Because there's no way. You're talking way too much trash on the Reds. Like me, I do it all the time to the Steelers. Like, yeah, the Steelers are pathetic, man. They're so garbage, you know. Pirates, I mean, yeah, they are pathetic, but it's like, you know, we already know that. All right, Pagan will set. As he faces Nick York, here's the pitch. York hits this to right. And Marte is going to make the catch for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 9th. The Reds will have one last shot to tie it up or win. The Cubs have taken the lead there in Chicago. Playoff hopes slipping away against the hopeless Pirates as well. Being a Reds fan has been rough, that's for sure. I bet. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I will be back tomorrow for the final game of this series. It's my final Pirates game this year. I won't be able to cover any of the Pirates-Braves games. So, yeah, this is it. So, definitely, again, if you're a Pirates fan, please come out for it. Reds fans, hey, there you go. Again, another big game. Again, the Reds, pretty much every game here is a big game for the Reds. So, yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out again. Definitely don't hesitate to like and subscribe. Again, we got a lot of Reds fans here. Jay here is a Reds fan. He's been subscribed. We got Christopher LeClaire. He's also a Reds fan. So definitely like and subscribe. I promise. We have a lot of sports fans from many different teams. Again, it's because I've also done a lot of different games. So, again, it's not just a Pittsburgh channel. It's going to be a lot of Pittsburgh stuff. But, again, it's not just a Pittsburgh channel. I'm really trying to balance it out here and get as much as I possibly can. Try to check out some scores real quick. Again, shout out to Eduardo Hernandez and Coffee Beans. Those are the scoreboard sponsors. Thank you again for your support. All right, the Red Sox lead the Blue Jays 7-0 in the bottom of the 8th. The Indians lead the Tigers 3-1 in the top of the 7th. The Yankees leading the White Sox 5-1 in the bottom of the 7th. The Twins and the Rangers, I don't know why I couldn't think of their name, 1-1 in the bottom of the 5th. The Cubs leading the Mets 5-0 as they head to the top of the 4th. Final scores already: Nationals over the Braves 4-3, Brewers over the Padres 3-1, Rays over the Orioles 6-2, and the Phillies over the Marlins 11-1. So that is your scoreboard update. Again, brought to you by Coffee Beans and Eduardo Hernandez. Yes, those are real people, real sponsors. Thank you again for your support. Try being a Pirates fan. Yeah, it's brutal. Your misery is the greatest. The Jets. Yeah, the Jets, Sean. They are pretty bad. Biggest offseason move needed for the Reds. Every day out. We need everything, Jay. For the Pirates, we need a new hitting. All right, Santana kicks and deals. That's going to be outside. It's ball one. This is Stewart. I think it's Sal Stewart, right? I can't remember. It's Stewart, your rookie third baseman. I'm probably wrong. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul. And it's 1-1. As a Twins fan, it's easy to root for another sub-5. There we go. We got to stick together. Jay pulling for the Cubs. 1-1 counts. Santana delivers. That's going to be outside. And it's 2-1. Of course, every Reds fan's going to be pulling for the Cubs. I'm 57 years old and can't remember the Jets being good. Well, they had those Mark Sanchez days for a little bit with Rex Ryan. But that's pretty much it. 2-1 count. Santana sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. And it's 2-2. 2-2 count to Stewart. Sal Stewart. That's right, Sal Stewart. 2-2. Nobody else. Nobody on here in the bottom of the 9th. Santana delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Remember you saying about a month ago the Pirates have a pretty decent pitching. A lot of, you can't hit. We can't hit. Can't hit. That's the problem with the Pirates. They made AFC Championship around 10-11. Yep. Lost to the Pats 1 year, Steelers the next. Yeah, the Jets were close. The New York Sack Exchange. Yeah, that's before my time. All right, here's Tyler Stevenson as that is way outside for ball one. Tyler Stevenson is 3 for 3 today. He has seen the ball very well. He can tell he wants it. He wants the playoffs. You doing the Steelers game Sunday morning? Yes, I will be. Want to know, here's the pitch. That's going to be down low, but it's called a strike. 1-1. It was kind of 50-50. May have just caught in the zone here. You'll be able to see the replay here. Just a little bit low, but it was called a strike. Here's the 1-1. That is outside, and it's 2-1. But yes, Vikings, Steelers, Sunday morning for sure. Again, could call another baseball game Sunday if there's something that's a do or die. I will definitely be doing that. Here's the 2-1. That's in there for a called strike. Reds fans hate that call, but now they're just complaining about everything. That one's clearly a strike. You'll be able to see it in about 5 or 6 seconds. And that's clearly, they were complaining about that one. That was clearly in the strike zone, though you can't see where it landed, so maybe it makes it look a little suspect there, but it was in there. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Stevenson hits this to left, and that one is out of here. That one's gone. Oh, the Reds have tied it up here in Cincinnati. Like I said earlier, Stevenson clearly wants the postseason. And he just tied it up 2-2. Oh, my goodness. That was Stevenson's 13th home run of the season. And this one is not over. Birdwatcher raid couldn't have happened at a better time. as the Reds have just tied it up. Here's the pitch to Benson. That's a swing and a miss. Strike one. Unbelievable karma. How's it going? Thank you for stopping on in. Reds fans throw trash on the field. They will not because, well, they might, but I don't know. They're not looking bad right now. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Wow, indeed. I believe Red Sox Detroit play this weekend should have. I want to look at the NL side of things, Gopher, but we'll see. We'll see what happens because I do poor in the AL. I can't get a crowd for some reason. Yep, a lot of people happy about it. Again, appreciate the raid there, Bird Watcher. Again, you're joining a game-tying home run. Here's the 0-2. That is low, and it's 1-2. Let's go, Bucks. You jumped out of your seat. Yeah, I leaned back in my seat, almost fell over. 1-2 counts. Santana sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be hit to right. And it can't be caught by Reynolds. Had to play the bounce. Benson gets on. Scott, how's it going? Again, I appreciate Birdwatcher and all the Birdwatchers for the raid. Appreciate you guys. Of course, you're more than welcome to stay. If not, that's okay. You guys enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. But we got a good one here. Again, the Pirates are up 2-0. But the Reds have just tied it up. Scoring runs. I can't remember, actually. Was it in the 8th inning, I think? Yeah, the 8th inning they scored one. And here, of course, they just tied it up. This is McLean. That's going to be popped up. Davis is just going to watch it and go foul. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging on out. As always, the Pirates trying to blow it. Got to head up and hit the like. Thank you, Janet. Appreciate it. And how's it going, Roustabout? Appreciate it. Again, thank you guys so much. And again, that means there's no win. There's no win for Paul Skenes. He will finish the year 10-10. He may win the Cy Young, but he is not going to have a winning record. 0-1 counts. This is Matt McLean, who's 0 for 3 on the night. Santana delivers. Check this swing. Did he go? He went. Reds fans are booing everything that doesn't go their way at this point. But, I mean, it's rattling the Pirates and the umpires, I guess, because, again, it's 2-2 now. How many innings? He threw 6. Bad bar trucking. And he could have went 7. I don't know. Again, it's just the Pirates being the Pirates. 0-2 count. Santana rocks and fires. Check the swing. Did he go? He did not. He did not. Again, the Reds have a lot to play for. They could be playing in October. 1-2 count. Santana sets, rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. That one was way in the dirt. He struck him out. And that'll bring up TJ Friedel, unless they're pinch hitting. Yep, Friedel's at the plate. He's 1 for 4 on the night. Not a Pirates fan, but I love Paul. Yeah, I think everyone loves Paul. Yeah, he's really good. He's amazing. As Santana sets, rocks and fires. Grounder to second. York will toss to first for out number 3. And we've got extra innings as the Reds tie it up here in the bottom of the ninth thanks to Tyler Stevenson, who's 4 for 4 on the day. Oh, you like O'Neill? I do not like O'Neill. I'm kind of tired of O'Neill personally. Definitely tired of O'Neill. How many home runs? How many runs? He didn't give up any. Normal Joe. He did not. He was taken out with only like 70-something pitches. It was really annoying, to be honest with you. He should have stayed in the game. But that's the Pirates for you. Doug, how's it going? Appreciate you. Yeah, free baseball. Again, appreciate you guys all hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe. Of course, again, check out Orioles Bird Watcher. I think this is actually the second time I'm going to put his link here in the chat. So I sent somebody your way, Bird Watcher. I'm like, hey, let him know I'm there. He's like, well, I can't comment because, subscriber. I'm like, well, I tried. But anyway, yeah, folks, again, make sure to subscribe to that guy. If you want some more baseball, definitely check out Orioles Bird Watcher. Obviously covers the Orioles games, but again, what a personality that guy is. Really cool guy. Thinks I hate him for some reason. I have no idea where that's from. But yeah, no, he's a great guy. One of these days, we've got to chat off camera for sure. But definitely, again, if you're a sports fan, subscribe to Orioles Bird Watcher right now. Do it. Do it now. And, of course, again, if you like baseball or football here, this is what I do. This is what I call. I call games. So definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play. It's a growing channel. Just 6 months ago at 30 subs. Now we're over 1,000. Why? Well, it's because, hey, it might just be pretty good. So definitely like and subscribe right now. And, of course, I'll be back tomorrow for the final game of the series, Pirates and the Reds. Henry Davis will be coming to the plates. He's 0 for 3 in this one. Oh, Reds' record in extras is not pretty. 2-8, really? I did not know that. They need to lose to help their... I don't know if the Pirates think that way. Here's the pitch showing, but almost hit him. Davis had to use the bat here as protection because, again, that ball was coming right in his face. Paranoia is just part of being oh, I see. You want everyone to love me? To be honest with you, I understand, but I don't mind if... See, okay, so the broadcaster version of Dr. DeLay, chill. Analyst version, that guy might be a bad guy, I'm not going to lie. 0-1 counts. Santillan sets. Showing bunt. And again, throwing at Davis's head. But the runner's going to take off to third, so Davis doesn't need a bunt anymore. I think he pulled it back. I'm not too sure. Again, throwing at Davis's head. What the heck is Santillan doing? I don't know. This is how rivalries can restart here. I don't like this. I don't know why he's trying to throw at Davis's head. 1-1 count. He's just trying to square up to bunt. At the end of the season, you, JJ, and Birdwatcher should multi-stream about the season. Heck yeah. That'd be fun. That would be fun. 1-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-2 count. By the way, York was the runner at second. He is on at third now. 3D model showing the runner at third. Yeah, I don't know idea what in the world that's. 3D is still a work in development. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be cut on and fouled back. And again, it's 1-2. Runner on third, nobody out here in the top of the 10th. Again, the Reds fighting for their playoff lives. They have rallied back, tying it up, pushing it to extras. Can they finish the job? 1-2, here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up, and this may be playable. Stevenson is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up O'Neal Cruz, I think. Or maybe it's Jack Sawinski. I don't know. I saw 135 up there. That might be Jack Sawinski. It's not good when you can recognize someone based off their batting average, folks. Yep, this is Jack Sawinski. Batting 135, OPS of 515, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. Again, he can draw a walk. I don't want to hear any Sawinski slander here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 1. You think the guard's going to win it? Really, are they? Man. 1-0 count. Santillan sets. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Ski. 1-1. Jack swing and a miss ski. I can't take credit for that one. That was Denny. I don't know if Denny's still here, but Denny's very clever. Appreciate him. 1-1 count. Santillan sets, rocks and fires. And Sawinski sends this to center, and that's going to drop. And that is going to be a ground rule double, and the Pirates have reclaimed the lead here in the top of the 10th. And again, that's what Sawinski can do. He has the power. He just can't make contact. Oh, my goodness, but he does there. Again, it's 3-2. Billy Bob, I have no idea what you're saying there. I'm not familiar with that. I am a log. I can. Do you have logs? Do you have logs per chance? Logs of what? Game logs. Not too sure. I don't think I have any game logs here. All right, this is Triolo. That's going to be upstairs for ball 1. Triolo's 0 for 4. By the way, Cincinnati is now silent. They were loud just a few moments ago. Yankees will tie with Toronto. Oh, wow. 1-0 count. Santillan sets. Looks back at second. Rocks and fires. That is in the dirt. 2-0. GG, this guy. Mall stacks, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Go Pirates. 2-0 count. Santillan will set. Kicks and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Big hit, Jack. Captain Jack is back. Another let's go Pirates. Guys cheer for the Reds. Pirates don't matter. Well, I mean, they play spoiler. 2-1 count. Santillan sets. Looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 count to Trailer. Runner on second, 1 out. Santillan will set. Kicks and deals. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. He struck him out. A 50-50 call goes to the Reds. I think that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. I'm just trying to remember the lineup here. Trell, by the way, 0 for 5 on the night. Yes, Reynolds is at the plate. Santillan sets and fires. That is inside for ball 1. Let me try to bring up the Reynolds' stats here. It's 1 for 2 with a walk and a double. Was hit by a pitch. There we go. There's your stats again. Sometimes Pittsburgh Sportsnet does not care about the fans, the viewers. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Oh, yes, money. A lot of sports betting, of course. 1-1 counts. Runner on second, 2 outs. Santillan sets. Kicks and deals. Grounder, and that's going foul. Almost hit the first base coach. And it's 1-2. This has been an interesting game. I think you guys would probably agree with that. 1-2 count, 2 outs, runner on second. Here in the top of the 10th, the Pirates lead 3-2. Looking for more. Santillan rocks and fires. Ground ball to short. De La Cruz throws to first for out number 3. Well, the Pirates do get 1. So we head to the bottom of the 10th inning. Can the Reds tie it up, or could they win it? Well, I guess we'll find out in about 10 minutes or so. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, this is what I do, folks. I call games. So if you like what you hear, if you like what you see, again, it's more like the hear, because, again, I really don't think you'd like what you see. Definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. DeLay. Again, I cover baseball and football. So if you like those sports, definitely subscribe. If you're a sports bettor that bets on those sports, like and subscribe, because, again, I might be covering something you need information on. So definitely do it, and do it now. Of course, I'll be back for the final game of this series tomorrow. There it is again tomorrow, Pirates, Reds. And if the Diamondbacks do win tonight, I'll cover that one as well tomorrow. So it'll be a triple header instead of a double header. I got 2 games happening tomorrow. So but it could be 3 if the Diamondbacks win tonight. So, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. We'll check out some scores from across Major League Baseball. Of course, shout out Coffee Beans and Eduardo Hernandez for being the scoreboard sponsors. Again, thank you very much for your support, all your support, but especially those guys. All right, so the Yankees leading the White Sox 5-1 in the bottom of the 8th. The Indians leading the Tigers 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th. The Twins and the Rangers 1-1 in the bottom of the 6th. The Cubs leading the Mets 6-0. You guys probably like that if you're a Reds fan. Final scores: the Nationals over the Braves 4-3, Brewers over the Padres 3-1, Rays over the Orioles 6-2, Phillies over the Marlins 11-1, and the Red Sox over the Blue Jays 7-1. All right, Moretta's going to be the new pitcher for the Pirates. Let's see if I can. Again, I'm sorry I'm missing your comments, guys. Draven, how's it going? Hey, you're very welcome, Kyle. This is what I do. Again, if you like it, definitely subscribe. You have a voice for radio. I try. This is all like voice acting pretty much. It's what I think a radio guy would sound like. So, again, I appreciate you guys for letting me call this game for you. Again, I know there's other people that do it. I don't want to call out the Pirates people that are doing this. But, again, I don't call just the Paul Skenes games. I do cover other games as well. So if you're a Pirates fan, definitely subscribe to the channel. It's not just 32 starts of Paul Skenes. It's a little bit more. But, again, I do bounce around Major League Baseball. Pirates aren't the only one. But it's more than the Paul Skenes starts. So, again, just the math makes sense, folks. All right, Moretta faces Marte. Runner on second. Here's the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. Trying to see who the ghost runner is. Friedel's the ghost runner. Marte on the season batting .269, OPS of .774, 14 homers, 50 RBIs. It's 1 for 4 on the night. Moretta looks back. Looks back again. Looks back again. Kicks and deals. That is way upstairs, and it's 2-0. Again, I do appreciate you guys. If I donate 10, will you play black and yellow? I'll get demonetized, so that $10 go away. I can't do that. Appreciate it, though. Rising Rhino, how's it going? 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Reds fans hate it again. It seems like everything that's called a strike against them, they do not like. Once again, folks, check out Rising Rhino for all your football needs. So, again, if you're a football fan, check out Rising Rhino. 2-1 count. Moretta sets. Looks back at second. Looks back again. Kicks and deals. That is outside, and it's 3-1. It's feeling very gracious tonight, putting links in the chat. Again, appreciate you guys, Birdwatcher and Rising Rhino, for your support. Who's on deck? Right now, it is Lux and Steer. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. So 3-2 count. So again, folks, click that link and definitely subscribe for more football streams. It's nice that you have a radio, but not a face. I know. Trust me, Dano, I know. That's why I say you like what you hear. You don't like what you see, folks. You will not. So if you like what you hear, I don't know what's going on the screen right now, but it's not good. 3-2 counts. Moretta sets. Apparently the catcher and batter have switched spots. That is not what's happening, though. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit to right. And that's going foul. Guys, again, this is it's a work in progress, okay? Jeez, once again, 3-2, nobody out. Runner on second. Pirates leading 3-2. The Cubs lead against the Mets. Again, I know that's a big game for the Reds as well. They're looking at that scoreboard as well. But they need to look at this one. Moretta looks back, kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to center, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Sawinski on the run. He's going to throw it in. It's cut off by Horwitz. So there's runners on the corners with nobody out. Will the Reds rally? The rallying Reds. That'll bring up Gavin Lux, batting .264, OPS of .716, 5 homers, 51 RBIs. Do what the Pirates do. Just put, yeah, I know, put Livy up here. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties, so here's Paul Skenes' girlfriend for you. And then, knowing my luck, my wife will come in. It's like, I'm just, then I'm in trouble. All right, Moretta kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right. Right center. Sawinski makes the catch, and the sacrifice fly works, and it's 3-3. We have a pair of field goals up for the Pirates and Reds, the Steelers and Bengals, in a low-scoring affair. That'll bring up Spencer Steer. He's batting .241, OPS of .730, 21 homers, 74 RBIs. Steer's 1 for 3 on the day. I believe he also has something else. What does he have? Does he have a walk? No, I don't know. It just says he's 1 for 3. Moretta sets. Kicks and deals. That is upstairs. And it's 1-0. What is up with the start time for the Viking Steelers? Oh, it's that's the Dublin, Ireland game. That's why it's a wacky start. 1-0 counts. Moretta sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be popped up, and that's going back behind home plate. That is a foul ball, and it's a souvenir. What's up, Steelers fan? Overtime. Trisk, yep, thank you for stopping right there. Appreciate you. 1-1 count again. Oh, Spencer Steer was hit by a pitch. That's what it was. 1-1 counts. Moretta sets. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Reds deja en el terreno. I don't remember what terreno meant or means. 1-2 count. Moretta sets, kicks and deals. That's going to be hit, and that's going to go foul. Vamos, Cincinnati, esta noche tenemos que ganar, Papa de Venezuela. Okay, well, hello there from Venezuela. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Yo no hablo mucho español. Gracias para ven aquí. 1-2 counts. Moretta delivers. That is high and inside, and it's 2-2. Make sure you like and sub. Make sure you like and sub to Play-by-Play with JJ. This is the third now. Look at this. We're getting all the streamers here tonight. So, again, appreciate you. Play-by-Play with JJ. Make sure, again, to click the link, folks, and definitely subscribe to the channel. I know it's a big moment here. 2-2 count to Steer. It's a crazy game right now, Sean. It really is. 2-2. Moretta sets. Rocks and fires. That's once again fouled back, and Steer's just staying alive. The Reds are staying alive. Felicidades, mi hermano, por tu transmisión. Yep. De nada. De nada. 2-2. Moretta fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out 95 right down the middle. And it was looking a little scary there for the Pirates. But able to shut him down. But hey, that's going to bring up Ellie De La Cruz. He's 0 for 4 tonight, so you can say he's due. He's batting .265, OPS of .779, 21 homers, and 85 RBIs. On the Bucks, they won't. Yeah, I know. I know. So it looks like they're going to have a little chat here as the mound visit. Again, this is a rising star, of course, in the Major League Baseball. Ellie De La Cruz is 0 for 4, but again, you know, he can change the game with one swing of the bat. But again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. DeLay, folks. Again, if you like football, if you like baseball, hit that subscribe button. It's free. As Moretta kicks and deals, that is going to be in there, but not called a strike. So Ellie gets a call, 1-0. Yeah, I'm all for it, Doug. Yeah, no, I'm all for it. How's Skenes doing? He pitched great, but then the Pirates took him out, and, we're here in this situation. Didn't even allow a run. Here's the 1-0. That's a swing and a miss. Or was it a foul tip? I honestly couldn't tell you, but it's 1-1 regardless. Players are teleporting. Yeah, this is neat. I don't think I'll be doing it for the playoffs, but it's definitely neat, though. 1-1 count as Moretta will set. Looks over at first. Kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to center, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Keeping the inning alive. Keeping it moving forward. And now stepping up to the plate as a pinch hitter, it's going to be Miguel Andujar, who is a former Pirate. I would tell you the stats, but my phone is not letting me see it. All right, there he goes. Batting .314, OPS of .822, 10 homers, 43 RBIs. And Kelly is going to come out and say, Moretta, you're done. So a pitching change in effect here in Cincinnati. Again, we have 2 runners on with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Ellie is not trash. He is having a year. He's not having the year he did last year, but his numbers are still above average. Oh, yeah, no. So that Mallstacks is not – he's a Reds fan. He's just a very pessimistic Reds fan. But again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Just really upset. But yeah, again, I really do appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks. Again, this is what I do. It's what I've been doing since opening day. All right, it's what I've been doing since opening day. Again, started at 30 subs. Now we're over 1,000. Just crossed that this past Saturday, and it's a growing channel. So, yeah, no, I definitely appreciate you guys for hanging out tonight and let me call this game for you. Definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. Again, I already have the stream up for tomorrow. So, again, if you're a fan of either of these teams, well, I'll be back at it tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. Pirates, Reds, 12:35 Eastern, says 11:35. I'm a Central Time Zone guy. Don't let that be, oh, you're not a real Pittsburgher. Oh, well, sorry. I wasn't aware that I have to be born in Pittsburgh to be a Pirates fan. One of the few that's out here, actually. Everyone else stays pretty much in Pittsburgh for the Pirates fans. But, again, I'm a Pirates guy. I do mostly Pirates, but I do bounce around Major League Baseball. So, again, I really do appreciate you guys for hanging out tonight. And, again, make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. Again, I do football and baseball as well. It's nice to see that Miguel Andujar is catching here. Let's see who the new pitcher is. It's going to be Johan Ramirez, who has just been – he's been better, but for the season, 5.58 ERA. 5.58 ERA, whip of a 1.43. 1-3 record. Last 7 appearances, though, 0-1 with a 2.45 ERA. Again, Andujar at the plate as he is pinch hitting. He's not from Pittsburgh. Get this guy out of here. This guy. Yeah, get him out of here. Get this guy out of here. They bring in a left-handed pitcher? No. They're going with the righty. Runners on first and second. 2 outs, 3-3. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. No, they brought in Johan. Oh, yeah, they did. They did, Steelers. They did. This is, 1-0 count. Ramirez will set. Looks back at second. Looks back again. Kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back, and it's 1-1. Vamos, Cincinnati, Ganar, Venezuela. Saludos. Hola. Jose. Come on, P, give us the win. I don't know. Dr. Lace, you're not from Pittsburgh. You were born in Pennsylvania. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. We're from the Philly area. That's where we're from. We're from Reading. We're from Reading, Pennsylvania. Not quite Pittsburgh there, Trisk. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Runners on first and second here in the bottom of the 10th. It's 3-3. Ramirez looking back, kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. One and two count to Miguel Andujar. Again, played with the Pirates just a few years ago. Wasn't too bad, but, definitely at that point we were wanting to really see the young talent. Well, none of that really went anywhere. As you can see, we're bad. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be once again fouled back. The count stays at 1-2. Weren't you a Phillies fan? I don't know. I like the Reading Phillies. But my dad raised me to be a Pirates fan. So he raised me to be a fan of a team that will cause me a lot of pain. So thank you. Thank you very much. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That is inside, and it's 2-2. Desde Dominica Republica, Cincinnati. Appreciate you, Junior. Feliz. 2-2 count. Ramirez will set. Kicks and deals. Ground ball, and that is just foul. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Inches away. Wow. You're running for the factory outlets. He rose me to be a Pittsburgh fan. Yeah. JJ's a Patriots fan. Oh wow, that's kind of a lie. That would be one big lie there, JJ. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be cut on once again. Fouled back. 2-2. Pirates had some good teams in the 90s. I wasn't around for it. Early 90s, by the way, specifically. 2-2. Once again to Andujar. Ramirez sets. Kicks and deals. Chopper, and once again, foul. Andujar just fighting, just staying alive, just like the Reds' playoff hopes. Oh, my goodness. 2-2 count to Miguel Andujar. Runner on first, runner on second, 2 outs, 2-2 count. Bottom of the 10th, 3-3 is your score. I have a feeling this is it. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Look at that. Oh, I'm so good. He struck him out. And we head to the 11th inning. It's 3-3 here in Cincinnati. You just got, when you're one with the Force folks, you can kind of just tell the future. You just know it. Oh, man, that was crazy. Folks, again, make sure to like and subscribe if you like what you hear. I don't know how else to really convince you. If you don't subscribe, then maybe it's just not meant to be. But again, if you're a baseball fan, a football fan, definitely like and subscribe. And I'll of course be covering plenty of playoff baseball. So again, definitely subscribe. Plenty of football as well. I love the NFL. NFL is kind of my number one. But of course, baseball's been pretty good to me, and I really do appreciate it. Kind of fell in love with the game again this year, so it's been really fun doing this. So maybe you can like it. Maybe you can subscribe. We all get something out of it. Again, maybe there's a time where, you want to watch the game. Let's just say, hey, I want to watch the Reds' first wild card game. Oh, no, what is this? The wife has you doing dishes. The wife is like, you're not watching that game until you get the laundry folded, until you sweep the floor, until you scrub the tub. Well, I can't help you for any of that. I can't do it. I can't. I'm not going to help you fold your clothes. I'm not going to sweep the floor. I'm not going to help clean the bathroom. But I can help you stay in, touch with what's happening. I can call the game while you do all that. So, again, make sure to like and subscribe if you consider yourself a sports fan. Again, this is what I do. I call games. So definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Lane. Again, this is what I do. And again, I'll be back tomorrow for the final game of the series. My final Pirates game of the year tomorrow, Pirates Reds. So again, feel free to stop on by for that one. Pitching change. We have Nick Martinez pitching for the Reds. 4.54 ERA. Yeah, he's a starter. Geez, 11-13, or he was a starter at least. 11-13 on the year, whip of a 1.20. Spencer Horwitz going to be at the plate as Brian Reynolds is the ghost runner at second. Horwitz is batting .260, OPS of 743, 9 homers, 46 RBIs, 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs on the day. Thanks for seeing. You're very welcome, Chad. You're very welcome. Martinez delivers. That's going to be low for ball 1. You should marry a sport. I mean, you should. I did not, though. But that's okay. She's awesome. 1-0 count again. The crowd here in Cincinnati has went quiet as Martinez sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be hit to left and once again going foul. Listen to what driving again. That's pretty neat. 1-1 count. Martinez looks back, kicks and deals. Horwitz hits this to right, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And as he's done twice before tonight, Horwitz knocks in Reynolds. And he's on at second. Oh, my goodness. So Horwitz just helping out Reynolds a lot, bringing him in 3 times tonight. What a day for Spencer Horwitz. Just like that, the Pirates once again in the lead. And that'll bring up Andrew McCutchen, who's 1 for 4. Batting .240, OPS of 706, 13 homers, 57 RBIs. Giants not getting... Yeah, I'm very sorry, Travis. The Giants kind of struggled down the stretch there. Kind of a bummer. Had a lot of Giant subscribers, too. Sean, of course. As Martinez will set. Looks back at second, rucks and fires. That's going to be fouled off the umpire's mask. 0-1 count. And it is quiet. It's been quiet, really. I guess it gets loud here in Cincy whenever the Reds are at the plate. 0-1 count. To McCutchen. Martinez kicks and deals. That's going to be hit right to the second baseman. He steps on the second base for out number 2. Horwitz caught in between, and that is a double play just like that. Again, you can see it there on the replay. Oh, that is huge. Normal Joe. I actually prefer Judge. I prefer Judge. That's just me, though. Again, I know I'm probably in the minority when it comes to that. This is Tommy Pham batting .244, OPS of 691. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. 9 homers, 50 RBIs on the year. He is 1 for 3 with the walk. 0-1 counts. Martinez rocks and fires. That's going to be inside. And it's 1-1. Apparently, wait, that wasn't Horwitz. Who was that? Oh, Canario. That was Canario. Oh, my goodness, Canario. Well, I think Horwitz would have been caught anyway. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low, and it's 2-1. Two and 1 count to Tommy Pham. Martinez sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be high, and that'll be 3-1. Yeah, my bad. It was Canario. Canario pinch ran for Horwitz. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be low for ball 4. So Pham draws the walk. That'll bring up Nick Gonzalez, who's 1 for 3 and a walk. What a game, folks. Be cool if I could click on this and it could take me there. Again, Gonzalez 1 for 3 on the night with the walk, batting .264, OPS of 674, 5 homers and 28 RBIs. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, man. This is a growing channel, so feel free to join the growing channel. Again, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. I promise no bill will be sent to you. All right, runner on first, 2 outs here in the top of the 11th. Again, the Pirates leading 4-3 over the Reds. Martinez delivers. That's in the dirt, ball 1. 85 on the changeup there. Yeah, we got a good crowd tonight. Gonzalez, he should have more power. I don't know why he doesn't. What did 0 count? What did 13 say? I guess I missed it. Oh, 13 wants a home run. Oh, man. Sorry, that's just too much. 1-0 count. Again, Martinez actually complaining about the mound. So here comes the groundskeepers saying, like, yeah, there's not enough dirt here. We can't be doing that. We need some more dirt on the mound. So a little bit of delay here on Dr. Delay. Delay on Dr. Delay. I know that's something that need a live stream at Libby the whole game. Well, you're not going to find that on this channel. Not going to find it on this channel. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, if you haven't done so already, to like and subscribe. Do it, and do it now. Again, it's a growing channel, folks. I'll be back tomorrow as well. Again, I'll be back tomorrow. And, of course, I'll be covering plenty of baseball in the postseason. And, of course, I'll also be doing the Thursday night game. And, again, if the Diamondbacks win tonight, I'll add another stream in there as I'll do the final game of that series. The Diamondbacks winning last night, walking off in that one. So, yeah, a lot of baseball potentially tomorrow as well. Just, it's a doubleheader already. Could be a tripleheader. What is the delay man favorite food? I like a good burger, man. Appreciate the questions. Yeah, that's a good question. I like that. It's the only way you'd watch the Pirates. That's fair. Extra innings. I know. There's no stopping me. I thought I would be done by now. I'm like, yeah. I was talking to the wife earlier. I'm like, yeah, I should be done, saying about 8 o'clock, 8:30 Central Time. So just add an hour for you Eastern Time Zone folks. Well, here we are. Again, they're still fixing the mound here, so I do apologize. I really can't control that. If you're telling me to hurry up, well, that's kind of weird because I have no control over what's happening thousands of miles away. You need Dr. Pepper. You need water. The Pirates do not score. The Reds will win this inning. Well, I mean, again, the Pirates already have scored. I'm assuming you score more. More extras, yeah. If the Reds win here, I'll literally jump in my pool. This guy. 1-0 count. Martinez sets and fires. Grounder to third. Stewart tosses to second for out number 3. The Pirates, of course, do get one. So we head to the bottom of the 11th. Your score is Pirates 4, Reds 3. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. You haven't had soda in 2 years, this guy. That's actually pretty good. I should adopt that, but I can't. You'd rather see Olivia every inning instead of Taylor? Yes, I'll tell you what, I'm all for it. I'm not a Taylor. I know we have some Swifties here, and that's okay. I'm not a Swiftie. So if you're a Swiftie and you already subscribed, well, I know you're probably going to unsub now, and it is what it is. It was a good run. It can't please everybody. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for another Pirates Red streams. I'll be doing that tomorrow. Again, I do baseball. I do football. So, again, make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you consider yourself a sports fan. This is what I do, folks. I've been doing it since opening day, so definitely like and subscribe for more play-by-play than with Dr. Delay. Of course, again, thank you to all the members and the donors. Really appreciate you guys so much. Of course, we're going to go over the scoreboard real quick. Thank you, Coffee Beans. Thank you, Eduardo Hernandez, for your support. I do appreciate you guys. Apparently, I've crossed a line with bad bar trucking. That's unfortunate. All right, what's happening now? The Rangers lead the Twins 4-1. The Cubs lead the Mets 8-2. The Royals and Angels are tied at 0-0. The Mariners leading the Rockies 3-0. Cardinals and the Giants 0-0. Dodgers and the Diamondbacks 1-1. Final scores: the Nationals 4, Braves 3, Brewers 3, Padres 1. The Rays they defeated the Orioles 6-2. Indians over the Tigers 5-1. Phillies over the Marlins 11-1. Yankees over the White Sox 8-1, and the Red Sox over the Blue Jays 7-1. And I think, if I saw that correct, you're a Swiftie diehard fan. Never leave the side. Thank you, RC. I appreciate it. Hold on. I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, so we do have... I'm just trying to see here. So we have some changes here. Stevenson's at the plate again. He's 4 for 4 on the night. It's batting .234, OPS of 747, 13 homers, 49 RBIs. Ghost runner is, I'm trying to see, I believe that's Espinal. Espinal is the ghost runner. And Stevenson is 4 for 4 on the night. You think he's due for an out, right? He's due to not get on. But maybe not, as Ramirez looks back at second. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Third is dry, then start. Right now, for me, same here. I mean, I've been trying to hydrate, but I've been talking nonstop for like 6 hours. Yeah, and I covered the Padres Brewers game before this. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be cut on and fouled back, and it's very quickly 0-2. Kylie, go Pittsburgh. He needs 5 for 5. Oh, I bet the Reds fans would love that. Oh, and 2 count. What do you mean, ghost runner? Just the runner on second. That's what I just call the extra inning runner a ghost runner. 0 and 2. Ramirez kicks and deals. Way inside, almost hit Stevenson. Reds fans booing, though I'm sure they would like it if he were hit there, so I don't know. Henry Davis is batting this guy. Love the batting catcher. Yeah, I know. Lots of technical issues there. 1 and 2 count. Ramirez looks back, kicks and deals. That's going to be cut on and hits right, and that is foul. Gano Cincinnati no ahorita, Josh. No ahorita. Once again, it's a 1 and 2 count to Tyler Stevenson. Runner on second, nobody out. Here's the 1-2. That is high, and it's 2 and 2. Talk louder. No, this is as loud as I can go. 2 and 2. If I go any louder, then, well, it wouldn't matter because I already have it in the yellow. 2 and 2. Ramirez kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and for the first time tonight, Stevenson is out. Oh, my goodness. That is pretty wild. Now, I thought I'd never see it, folks. That's going to bring up Benson, who's 1 for 4. I can't get the stats. Will Benson batting .226, OPS of 708, 12 homers, 41 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside for ball 1. Volume's actually max, folks. I literally can't go any louder. This mic is not good, I know. 1-0 counts. Ramirez sets. Looks back at second. Rocks and fires. That is upstairs. And it's 2-0. 2-0 counts. Steelers fans saying, will Benson walk off homer? All right, YRB, you're gone. You're not going to attack subscribers. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1, yeah. Jordan is out of here. We'll see you later, buddy. You can catch the game on somewhere, not here. 2-1 counts. Ramirez delivers. That's going to be low. And it's 3-1. 3-1 count to Will Benson. Runner on second, 1 out. Matt McLean is on deck. He's 0 for 4 on the night. Ramirez kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 3-2 is the count. Kylie, it's okay. Go. Double play isn't possible. I mean, I guess it's possible. I just don't know if it happens. I mean, the Pirates got doubled up from this situation with a runner on second. Nobody out. 3-2. Ramirez kicks and deals. That is in the dirt. Ball 4. Benson walks. And Matt McLean is coming to the plate. He's 0 for 4 on the night, folks. Batting .220, OPS of 646, 15 homers, and 49 RBIs. Jeez, on this game, it's something. It's a pretty good game. I don't know what you guys think, but it's a pretty good one. Runner on first, a runner on second, 1 out. Ramirez looks back at second. Rocks and fires. That is upstairs, but it's called a strike. 0-1. Blessings from the Dominican Republic. Thank you, Juan. Appreciate you for tuning in. I appreciate you from here in the United States. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. Reynolds towards the wall, makes the catch. Oh, he robs it from a fan, throws it in to third, and what a... Oh, my goodness, Reynolds with an amazing play, just beating the fan to the baseball and then just yeeting it to third. Oh, my goodness. I expect to see Reynolds' arm strength in MLB The Show going up after that one. And that's going to bring up T.J. Friedl. He's batting .257, OPS of 729, 13 homers, 50 RBIs on the season. He's 1 for 5 tonight. The Reds are down to their final outs. Runners on first, runners on second. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That is low and outside. That's actually not low. It's outside. 1-0. Robbed a foul ball. Oh, you're Jordan, Carlos? Okay, well, hey, just chill out. Don't be talking trash to my subs. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit to left, and it's 1-1. Again, we're just all we're all chill people here, man. That's all we are. 1-1 counts. Runners on first, runner on second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul, and the Reds are down to their final strike. Oh, okay, Carlos. Gotcha. I gotcha. Carlos, again, what the heck? You're acting like Jordan, so you're gone. Again, don't talk trash to my subs. You can't do it. 1-2 counts. You're gone. You won't know the conclusion of this game. You have to look it up later. Here's the 1-2. That is outside, and it's 2-2. I know I might seem like a bad guy, folks, but again, it's just a chill chat, and you don't need to attack each other. Especially if it's one-sided for no reason. 2-2 count. Ramirez sets. Rocks and fires. Chopped foul. And again, Friedl just staying alive. Just staying alive. 2-2. Again, runners on first and second. 2 outs. Bottom of the 11th. The Pirates leading 4-3. Two and two. Ramirez looks back at second. Rocks and fires. That is outside, and it's 3-2. It's like trying to build the drama here. Oh, my goodness. You bet on Pittsburgh, KB. That's a mistake, but you may get lucky here tonight. We'll see. Again, they're down to their final strike. 3-2. Ramirez rocks and fires. Ground ball, and that's going foul. And again, Friedl just staying alive. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. It's been fun. 3-2. Ramirez looks back at second. And fires. That is outside ball 4. And the bases are loaded. Noel V. Marte is due up. He is 2 for 5 on the night. Batting .271. OPS of 777. 14 homers, 50 RBIs. Unbelievable. Rocks and fires, it's not. Sometimes it's kicks and deals. Like that one, that's inside ball 1. 1-0 count. Jordan, we'll see you later again. Appreciate it. I got a new fan. Apparently it's Jordan. 1-0. Here's the pitch. And that is inside, and it's 2-0. The Pirates. Gonna walk a guy in, maybe. I don't know why Ramirez is out there. I think it's been time for him to go. No, you're not a bad guy. Sports Rest About. 2-0 count. Ramirez sets, rocks and fires. That is in there for a called strike. 2-1. Finally getting a strike. Again, bases are loaded, 2 outs. Pirates leading 4-3 the Reds. The rallying Reds trying to rally once more. Here's the 2-1. That is outside, and it's 3-1. The Reds fans in Cincinnati are getting loud and proud. How many counts? Way too many. Here's the pitch. Chopper to third. Triolo steps on the bag. Raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates have defeated the Reds 4-3. In extras. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Bases loaded. Marte just chops it to third. And Triolo steps on the bag for the final out. The Pirates escape Cincinnati, and the Reds have dropped the first 2 games of the series. Unbelievable. An upset. An upset for sure. The Reds can take solace, though, that most likely, barring an epic comeback by the Mets, the Cubs are most likely going to defeat the Mets. Again, I appreciate you guys. Well, thank you, Jack. Again, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I'll be back. Tomorrow for the same game, not at the same time. Pirates, Reds. Of course, it's the final game of the series. But, again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out. And, yeah. And, again, I'll be back tomorrow. Depending on what happens for another game, again, between the Dodgers Diamondbacks, I might be calling another game as well. But, again, I do appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. We got a lot of people here. May as well take advantage. May as well subscribe. Again, if you want to know what's happening tomorrow, I'll be calling it right here on this channel. So definitely do it. Definitely do it. Now you see, Maul, I'm sorry, Maul. I should have listened to you earlier, I guess. But no, you guys are fine. Again, you guys are still in it. You're still in it. Again, the Mets most likely going to lose. So again, you're still going to be a game back. Just the question is, will the Diamondbacks be ahead of you guys? As I didn't really see the score there. It is still 1-1 there in Arizona. But, again, I appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Please do it. It's a growing channel. You may as well hop on the train now. You may as well. Trisk, you should not have done that. But I really do appreciate the $10. Thank you very much, Trisk. I'll make sure to add you to that list. So you'll go on the right side. Appreciate it, Trisk. Thank you very much. Again, I very much appreciate the $10 donation. You guys all have a great one. Again, I'll be back tomorrow. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. You better do it. Make sure to do it. And I will try to send you guys elsewhere. That way you guys can enjoy some more baseball. Hope to do so. Hey, Jordan, you're a loser, bro, honestly. Jordan's a loser. Okay, yeah, I'm sending you guys elsewhere. Again, make sure to like and subscribe before you go. And again, I'll be back tomorrow for another play-by-play. I'm trying to see if hopefully I can send you guys to the right one here, because sometimes it'll not send you guys to the right one. I have no idea which one is which. Okay, there we go. All right, I'll catch you guys later. You guys all have a great night, and I'll see you